Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whoever you are. Welcome back to the Third Age Competitive League. I apologise for being tiny in the corner here. For some reason, that full screen cam wasn't loading, so you're getting me intro from this position. Welcome back, guys. We're here with a newcomers bracket plus Chris for this month's final game. And I'm joined today by Anth, the newest of our chosen. Say hello to the people, Anth.
Hello. Nice to be here, James. Thanks for picking me.
Hey, you get chosen for a reason, and that reason is generally reprehensible character traits. Just so everyone's clear. This is, as I mentioned, the last game of the month. Flash the groups on the screen there. It is between Chris, Ali, Jessica Sadai, and Icicle. 3 of our newer players. And, honestly, hype for this game. Should be a fun one to watch. We will also have, next weekend, the first invitational quarterly event, which me and you are both a part of, aren't we, Hans?
Yeah, very exciting.
You managed to make it in there by the skin of your teeth at the end of the season. But it's going to be hype. We're going to be playing off for the title of Great Captain. Enough of that, though. Let's get into today's game. I'll let the players know that they are ready to roll off and begin picking. Alright, the way I've been doing it with these 4-player games, Anth, rather than asking who you think's going to get picked, who do you think is not going to get picked?
My guess is one of Perrin or Rand.
Perrin or Rand? Gonna sit on the bench today.
Yeah. I was looking through the tally sheet for games played.
Oh yeah?
Jessica and Ali both have Matt as their most played.
Yep. I think Matt's going to be in high contest.
Yes. And then Chris has picked a Gwen or Perrin in every game that I've seen. So I think I guess Rand is the safest choice for not being picked.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it turns out Anth actually does his research when he comes to commentate. That's like an improvement on everyone, myself included. Okay, so it looks like Icicle has gone with a Gwen, and Jessica is Matt, as we sort of just said. She picks him a lot. Chris might be sticking with...
There's the Perrin.
And Rand, so you were wrong. No Nynaeve in... I'm really surprised by that. Are you as shocked as I am that Nynaeve's not in this game?
Yeah, Nynaeve's definitely one of the strongest, if not, I don't know. They're all pretty even now, but Nynaeve's like...
I feel like it's not so much about her strength, but... Sorry, just typing to the players. It's not so much about her strength as much as that she has a lot more control over situations than other people do. Aside from maybe Rand with his tier 1 peaks.
Yeah.
Like, she can just... The utility on Nynaeve, I think, is what makes her strong. And why she's a favourite pick for me at the minute, at least. But yeah, no Nynaeve in this game. We instead have Rand, Matt, Perrin, and a Gwen, and I should probably get a very, very early poll going.
Looks like Chris might have dropped.
Oh,
no.
Shoot. Yeah, he did just disappear. Okay. I'll allow us to just resolve this issue with the players, folks.
Just
Accidentally speaking in chat, I know. Looks like one of our players is just disconnected here. He'll be back soon as. Might have been a Steam update or something. Those do strike every now and then. Welcome Robin and Bob in chat. Nice to have you guys here. There we go. It's so, you know, I kind of feel bad for the innkeeper now, because I understand how hard it is to do a poll on a live stream when you're trying to focus on like 6 other things at once. Like bad polls. Oh, he's just gone straight again.
And he has like 17 cards in his hand for some reason.
Yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna jump into the player chat and see what's going on. Hey, is everything alright? Having some issues?
Hopefully my internet's not on the blink.
It just seems to be kicking you straight out.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of cards as well.
Yeah, that's because it was freezing, and then I clicked on it twice. You know, nothing happened, and then it all came at once.
Huh. It's weird, your ping seemed fine when you were actually in it.
Okay, I'm trying again.
He restarted tabletop. Hopefully that helps.
Okay, cool.
Maybe that'll help. Okay. Okay, and right.
Okay, hopefully that resolves it. I'm gonna jump back into the commentary chat. I shuffled them back into the deck for you so that you can just redraw through.
Thank you.
Hey.
Got it sorted out?
Hopefully? Who knows? Who knows? We will find out, I'm very sure.
It's not drawn. Oh.
Okay, there we go. Yeah, I shuffled his hand back into his deck. And it looks like, was Ali the last pick there and the first turn?
I have no... Oh yeah, she was.
So... Imagine she's going straight to Belon, not a very good hand. Well, there's a messenger in it, so that's nice. Flips first, finds Tadosian, he's going to be free. Might be less tempted to discard the Promised Power now. Never mind, go straight into the discard pile there, along with a bait and trap. Rand picks up 2 more cards. Now sat on a Portal Stone, killed in battle, and a Messenger. Egwene discards 1 and is holding Portal Stone, Bury the Dead, and Old Treaties. She flips Abdella Myrna, who's not free. Yeah, they're more sort of like tier 2 type cards, aren't they? Even though they're top end of tier 1 technically.
Yeah.
Perrin got a very good hand. Mount up, 2 Rivers Longbow and Conscripts. Not bad. Not sure he's going to discard all, but we'll find out. Flips over Mullane as well. Not going to be able to afford that one. Ooh, and Ali being the first player, I'm sure he's going to be real happy about that. She'll have the first opportunity to pick up Mullane unless... In fact, she could do it next turn using the messenger.
No Into the Ways yet, either.
No Into the Ways. Jessica flips over Eiling Noon. That's going to be a free follower to her. Not a male, unfortunately, for Matt, but... Ooh, now holding an Enter the Ways, along with a Guiding the People and a Council meeting. Not the best two to pair with it. We may see a journey back to Emmons Field, but of course, if Matt does go back to Emmons Field, have to sacrifice Eiling Noon now to the Enter the Ways.
Rand's messaging over to
Oh yeah,
Whitebridge, picking up the Mullane.
definitely agree with that. Yeah, Robin called out in chat that the Mount Up might get to Mullane first. I think that's why I originally noticed the messenger, because I thought...
Ooh, going for the portal stone.
Okay, let's see what happens. Heads! Ooh, never a better time to risk it and come up big, is there?
Well, yeah, I guess no,
No punishment today for Egwene. Straight on to Tarvalon, gonna get to unlock her tier 1 ability. And draws another portal stone. Flips Bran Alvear. Probably gonna take it just to deprive Matt of the cheap mail, if nothing else. Could always be good sacrifice fodder to a Murderal or something nasty.
Yep.
Or Blood Knife Ring.
Practice.
Chris moved to Whitebridge, picks up a careful word to go with his Mount Up, Tura's Longbow and Conscripts. And Matt moving back to Emmons Field is gonna go towards the Enter the Ways play. Despite having sacrificed Eiling Noon for it. Bran moves on to 4 Kings and flips Bella. God damn, this is a great start for Ali.
She can't afford them though.
Oh really? Oh, a coin shy. That is heartbreaking. But Egwene can't afford it either. Perrin can. Matt can. But if somebody else gets him, it's not as bad. Gets her, sorry, it's not as bad because you can always just like find a way to spin her back to you.
Queen bouncing off Trollocs.
Not a bad way to start the game. Each time it bounces off these Trollocs, it's going to profit a card, 2 cards, a point,
There goes
a
the
coin, and a character. So it's a pretty good rate, especially once you tier 2, but even this early, it's a good rate. Chris can only imagine he's going to move on to 4 Kings here, unless he plays the Mount Up and goes straight to Camelin. Might be considering it. Decides to move to 4 Kings. And then disconnects again. Hopefully this doesn't continue to be an issue through the game.
Yeah, I don't remember it coming up in other leagues, so other league games. So hopefully it's.
Yeah, he's been fine so far. He's back in. We'll, okay. Just need to get him promoted again. And Perrin flips over Hatch. Not going to be able to afford the Hatch. Does have a careful word in hand, but nothing to play it with. So that may well go to Matt. No, Matt's not going to be able to afford it either, even if he goes to Kyrene.
Looks like he's gonna be sitting there for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, no one really has much favour at the moment. And Matt, now playing the Enter the Ways, gets to move between locations with waygates and go straight to Tavalon. Gonna pick himself up a couple of coins. A Berowin. What were you about to say, Anne?
I don't remember.
All 4 seconds ago. It's cool. So he picked up a... Matt picked up a skimming, by the way, in Tavalon. Just to keep you up to date. Send Bui the flip for Ali. Not going to be able to afford him.
Matt won't be able, or Egwene won't be able to either.
Perrin very much will, though, and probably should.
Yeah.
Unless he's going for... He could also get Hatch or Berowin himself. That would also be a...
Egwene's going over, messengering over to Chechen.
Ooh, messaging to Chechen. Wonder what she's going to take as the extra thing. Maybe a character.
I think it might have
An extra action. I don't think so. She's only drawn 1. Maybe I haven't picked yet. Yeah, he's still figuring it out. There we go. Another action. Yeah, so not good draws for her, unfortunately. Picked up a Learning the Craft and a Play for Your Supper. Not really what she wanted to see, those skill cards.
She doesn't have to stop off in Qatar on her way down to Falm, though, at least.
No. Yeah, I mean, that is the most important thing. Just keeping the hand size at a decent amount. For Egwene early on. You don't really want to be spending your cards before you've got to tier 2.
Yeah.
And it looks like... Yep, Chris did recruit the Hatch. I'm going to move it up front. Don't know why you put it down there.
Matt's probably picking up that Senbui then.
Oh, you have to imagine.
Yeah. Moving to Kyrian.
Jessica, no stranger to Matt. He does recruit the Sembui. Rand move into farm madding. Picks up another portal stone. All of the portal stones in this game. So many.
See who risks it.
Well, we've already had one, and it's working out pretty good for Icicle. Quite ahead already. Fairly on the way to tier 2. Flips over a Colivia. Did opt not to take the troops, so would have been safe from losing them in a fight. Sharp play from one of the newer members of our circle. Chris finally dropping the mount up. Probably going to go towards tier, I imagine. And yeah, goes there. It's only going to put him on 3 troops though, so he's still not going to be able to walk through those Trollocs. How do you feel about that? Oh, I suppose he could conscripts next turn. That'd make a lot of sense. Flips over Vandy, not going to be able to afford it, unfortunately. So many options for Rand over there. If I was Ali, I'd be considering going back to Camelin. And just picking up Vandine. Looks like Matt's going to Jangai Pass, maybe looking for military? Ooh, that's the deck. Missed what he actually got found there. Some new recruits for Matt, so still a bit out of range for him to be able to play. And it looks like Ali does go back to Camelin, so she did exactly what I said. I love that. Oh my god. So I don't know if that means I was right or Ali was wrong, but either way, Vandine is joining her party and she's already going to be on 11 channeling before even getting out of tier 0. Great start for Ali on the round. Gwen moving to Bandareb and she's just going to continue her journey to Falmer. Looks like Anth's just stepped away from the booth for a minute. Icicle contemplating Colivia. Not the best purchase for him. I think I prefer another flip. And a fight is actually not bad because he can lose. Ooh, it's not great though that it's a grey man because he's going to have to discard 2 cards, which sucks. But we'll get to draw one afterwards. Still not going to give enough to go straight onto Falmer unless he manages to find another lost fight. Looks like Gwen will be losing to this grey man. Discards. Learning the craft. And a play for your supper. The grey man goes back on bottom of the deck.
Did Gwen lose her troop?
She had 3.
Oh, okay.
And it looks like Chris didn't conscripts. He's just going to Haddon Merc and picking up a mount up. I guess that works too, right? Because I'll still get him through to Trollocs next turn. That makes sense. Yeah, and Ali went back to Camelin to pick up Vandine, by the way. And another channel flipped. Rand is having a field day. Staying in the row as well. Matt can't afford it with only 3 coins. Ali now needs to find herself a coin and a character this turn if she wants to get another channeler. Opts to go to Farm Adding instead.
Right.
Not going straight to 4 Kings. I would have gone to 4 Kings. Or Tavalon even. Because she has like double portal stone enter the ways right now. Yeah, so I would have gone like Tavalon maybe. And then just like portal stone to, or into the ways to tier on the next turn.
Gwen, moving out of Falm.
Moving out
right,
of
the Grey
Falm?
Man ate her cards.
Moving to Falm, right?
She was already in Bandareben.
Yeah, so she should be in Falm? Did you move?
He was drawing cards, right? Like, I'm not losing my mind here.
Yeah. What?
Oh, did he play something? I can't look through the deck. Discard.
I don't think so. Unless he just did a play in the game. But then he wouldn't have been able to recruit. Oh, did he bounce off Trollocs? He might have bounced off Trollocs. He's got a point.
Sure.
Just figured it out. So he bounced off the Trollocs and repeated Bandera Eban. Which got him to draw card. Oh, that's smart. That's smart. I was just saying he had to find another fight to get his cards back up because of the Grey Man. And he found one in a way that I hadn't thought of. I was thinking you just flip one and hope you get it right. But he just bounced off the Trollocs again first. That makes total sense. Now he's back to 5 cards in hand, and his hand's actually not that bad anymore either. Bond Warder's kind of dead, but Embracing the Source is a nice one to have. Portal Stun, Bury the Dead in an Old Tree is all good.
Revealed Reen Hardform. Can't afford it.
It's unfortunate for Perrin.
Did not use the mount up to go through the Trollocs.
That Karenni is gone now, though. Not going to be able to purchase her for 4 coins anymore. Rand on the next turn. I don't know why I'm obsessed with Rand this game. It just... so many channelers coming up, like... I guess if I was in this game, I would be either really happy if I was in the red seat, or really concerned if I wasn't. So...
Buying a cannon.
yeah, Egianin goes out to Matt. Not the best early start. Doesn't really pair well with the council meeting in hand either. Does have a smooth skirts though. Not a bad one to be able to play. So a decent enough reason to pick up a female, I'd say.
And moving to tier. Flipping her tier 1. This tier 1. Their tier 1.
Yeah, general rule of thumb, if you want one for commentary, use the characters' names, it's easier. But I blend between all the time because I'm an idiot. But if you want to stick to one, just go with the characters' names.
Hopper. No favor.
Lots of big favour costs coming up early in this game.
I wonder if Rand's regretting that promise power.
And Egwene will move to Falmer, drawing a careful word, but I hope she doesn't want to use that one this turn. Sure she can wait one more. Got to keep those 6 cards in hand if she wants to hit tier 2. And a Bubble of Evil will be the flip. She's probably pretty okay with that. I mean, she gets to draw another card. Loses the leadership. And everyone's going to have to fight this Bubble of Evil. You're unfamiliar.
Looks like Rand might be the only one that can beat it. I don't know what Chris has in hand.
Oh, Chris has 6 troops, though. Oh, right, yeah. He has 6. Yeah, he doesn't have a way to beat it in hand. That is going to be streak on for him as well, I think. Matt lost a level. Rand is going to kill the Bubble. Almost catch up to Egwene on the score track. I think everyone but Chris is resolved. Egwene drew a promised power off the Bubble. Refused to kneel draw there, so not a bad one. Might be dropping the Bond Warder at the end of the turn. It's a pretty dead card.
Still not enough days tomorrow to play. Oh, yeah, to play the Promise Power.
Well, yeah, but she will have.
At some point, yeah.
She's going to start leveling up fast as soon as this tier 2 unlocks, and she's got a careful word in hand as well, and Embracing the Source, so, you know. She's going to be leveling. And she could always... No, Abdel doesn't have the levels to play Promise Power yet, does he either? Could always use Bella, but don't see that happening. Do you think we could see actually move to Almoth Plane and attach Careful Word to Omerna? That could be a nice play. Looks like decided to discard the Bury the Dead. Probably not planning on having any troops anytime soon. Which makes sense. Apologies to any of our viewers that just got bird in the ear. Also, don't worry, Anth. You're fine. Looks like Perrin moves to my end, yeah.
So I guess he not playing that mount up a couple turns ago. Not having his tier 1.
Yeah, I know he's a bit out of practice, so I don't want to harp on him too hard. But yeah, I'm a bit lost by the early maneuverings of Perrin in this game. Matt finally unlocking his tier 1. Or did he unlock it a while ago and I'm just being slow? Grabs Hopper.
I don't remember.
Did you see what she peeked at? I didn't.
No, I didn't. I wouldn't be able to. I can't.
No, I just meant like what deck?
Oh. I assume tier 1.
Man, yeah, it's fine. If I notice when she peeks, I tend to peek at the same time, so we can get inside information as. And here comes a portal stone from Rand. Not portal stone, sorry. And Enter the Ways, sacrificing to Dosi and moving to Kyrie. Is she going for an early tier 2? Well, you can't really blame her, right? 2 channelers already on the team?
Yep. And gonna be bouncing in Shanghai Pass for a while though.
Yeah, doesn't quite have the troops yet. Might be just looking for embracing the sources up there though.
Good point. Good point. Has anyone drawn an embracing the source yet?
Yeah, Egwene has, and she's holding it. She's going to be holding it for at least one more turn. She has to walk out of Falmer here to hit tier 2. And she will unlock that tier 2 forced learning, going to allow her to level up her attributes way faster. She pretty much has a choice of anything here with a careful word in hand. I feel like it's a bit late to start worrying about taking channelers away from Rand.
I would agree. Known as a shield, or Egwene doesn't have a shield, is so.
She does not.
Yeah.
At this point, I feel like the damage is done.
Yeah.
Unless you could take away some of the ones that he already has.
Just moving back to tier. Getting up the troops again to be able to bust through the
He
troll.
must have wanted the favour. Maybe he was looking to recruit Barrowin before she disappeared.
I mean, I don't know. Like, he didn't have the troops to get through the Trollocs, so he had to go somewhere, right? But
I guess. He could have played conscripts.
that's
Although
true.
that wouldn't. I think he only had
Oh,
2
yeah, that'd just be
before,
one troop.
so yeah, it wouldn't have been enough. But he could have done that originally, like a while ago. When he first got to tier with 3 troops.
Yeah. Alliantra. Revealed by Matt.
Yeah, not going to be too chuffed with that one.
Still no males making it around there.
It's been a tough start for Matt on the male front, yeah. Only 2 in the party so far, with Sen, Bowie and Hopper, of course, trying to get to 4 to unlock No Bloody Hero and much improved combat capabilities.
Rand moving to Shanghai Pass, picking up a bond order.
That is not a bad one for Rand to be holding. Nothing to sacrifice currently to either of his channelers. But always a very nice one to just give you that boost. And allow you to hit tier 3 early. Definitely not the embracing the source she was undoubtedly looking for, but not a bad one for Rand nonetheless.
Yep, we'll get her there.
Now we get to find out what Gwen's going to do. She moves to Qatar and draws 3 cards. Going to be discarding one here and triggering her tier 2 ability to gain a level. Yeah, and it's got to be that learning the craft. The only card she can't play. Oh, not the only card, but...
Taking a leadership instead of a channeling level.
Yeah, so she's currently holding a compelling argument, probably considering trying to deprive Rand of further channelers. Gwen's hand right now, all treaties, Portal Stone, Embrace the Source, Bond Warder, Promise Power, Borderlands Training, and Compelling Argument.
Not bad.
Perrin finally making it through the Trollocs unlocks his tier 1 quest. Going to be able to pick up troops now whenever he goes to a city or a village. A town or a village.
Sure, there's Longbow to keep hold of his troop.
Aggressive,
Level up his military.
yeah, does get to level him up his military again, and gets a card out of his hand, which makes sense because he's about to draw 2 in Alien. His ping has just skyrocketed, so
Ooh.
might just be struggling a bit in a minute. Who are your bets on so far this game then, Anth?
My bets are still on Icicle on Egwene. I've seen him do too well on Egwene to not get behind.
Well, he is the pioneer of the Ilian strategy, which has been recently very popular with going.
I don't think Chris got his cards, his draw. Oh,
No, he DC'd. Well, he's actually still here, but he must be having some internet issues. Oh, his ping's back down. He's here now. Let's just say his turn. All good. Yeah, you've been playing a lot with Icicle, right? You guys have had a lot of 1v1s together recently. So you probably played with him more than I have.
Yeah, he's
Stronger Gwen?
very strong.
I have to say for me, at the minute, I'm leaning towards Ali's Rand. Looks like Chris might have just DC'd there again. But I know Ali's had some real success with Rand recently. Well, maybe not recently, but like when she signed up to League, it was on the back of like a triple Rand win in a row or something. So
Yeah, I don't know. She's had a
Very
Rand's had a
strong
strong
start,
start,
yeah.
but there's that compelling argument over there.
yeah, do you think that's gonna throw a wrench in the works a bit?
It'll slow things down, at least. Maybe enough for the start to be like not negated, but like a more normal start, I guess.
Yeah, for sure. It'll bring Ram back into speed with the rest of the players because Sempt like got a bit of a head there. It is going to leave Egwene stuck with a ton of followers that she doesn't really want or need, though, unless she happens to draw a late game form circle.
Cycles enough cards.
That's true. That's true. See you next time, Santa. Thanks for joining us here. Chris finally draws those 2 cards to pilfer plans and a guide of the people. Apologies for these technical issues, folks. Uh,
Matt moving down to Carrion.
yeah. Still looking for more males to add to the party. Most likely going to be flipping off the top of the deck. And not quite what he was looking for, probably. Two. Got for, yeah, should be. As long as she remembers the fact that she has hopper. Don't want to hover it because that might. Oh, she did not remember hopper.
That's a shame.
That is a shame. I'm not going to point it out right now. She'll watch this batch. Also, I don't know if Jessica's son's here, but if he is, shout outs to you. You've got a cool mum. We think so, anyway. Nobody else might, but.
Rand moving back to Carrion.
Just going to be bouncing back and forth there for a while.
Revealing Narg.
Not bad, not great either. Probably wants to conserve the troops, but it's not going to take too long to build them up around Jagai Pass and Kyrene.
Yep, and more favor for, well, for potentially needing another follower in a second.
Yeah, quite possibly. Worth noting though, the compelling argument does of course force its user to pay for the follower, so...
Right, right.
Hovering, embracing the source, maybe wondering whether to give that a whack. Portal Stone coming out.
Ooh. Probably going down, trying to go down to Ilion.
2 in one game. Yeah, you have to imagine going to Ilion here. Not anymore though. Probably going to Emmons Field. I have to imagine that's where Chris will choose now that he is back in the game.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bit of a dead turn for Egwene. Might take a few turns to recover. No current way to jump out of there, so... Now we see if Chris can take a turn without disconnected. I've been told that my trolling on stream to the players is too harsh, so I'm stepping it up a level.
Chris moving to farm adding.
Only has to draw one card this turn. Might help not to break his internet.
I don't know if he drew both of his troops from his tier 1, or if he just got the one from...
He may not remember it. It is very likely he's not remembering it, because for the longest time that Chris has been playing, Perrin's tier 1 was his tier 2. So he's used to not getting it at tier 1. He hasn't played too much since it got changed.
Mac moving to Chengai's Pass, picking up, I think it was a 2 of his longbow, but
I'll clarify for you there. Currently in Matt's hand, there is a skimming, a new recruits, smooth skirts, and a practicing the forms.
There's practicing the forms.
Yeah, which is more handy for Matt.
Yeah, for sure.
Allow him to play the new recruits as well, and
There goes Chris.
yeah.
Rand peeking at the tier 1.
We'll have a peek as well. It's Uno. Too exciting.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah, definitely won't.
We stack Iron Girl still tier 1, so not going to have to randomly discard.
Yeah.
Fill up the hand a bit.
She's changing her. Allie's changing her mind, going down to.
Yeah, Aringil. That's what I said, right?
Source. Yeah. Maybe looking for business source in a different way.
It doesn't find one. 6 cards in hand, don't have to discard. Well, you got to see what she did find, because she just discarded them by accident.
Coercion and something else. Is that Portal Star?
Shouldn't have discarded the coercion. 6 cards.
Not picking them back up.
Back in chat, okay. So Chris is trying to rejoin. It looks different that time when he disconnected.
Yeah, it looked like Steam kicked him out that time.
Yeah.
Allie didn't pick back up the cards that she discarded. I don't.
I gave them back. I gave it back to her. She has 6 in hand now.
Okay. It's hard to tell with the black and not being able
Yeah. Okay, so it's currently in Rand's hand. We'll catch up while the players are just reconnecting. We can go over hands real quick. Rand has a Killed in Battle, double Portal Stone, a Bond Warder, Warded Conversation, and Coercion. Moving over to Egwene. Currently holding Old Treaties, Embracing the Source, Promise Power, Compelling Argument, Flanking, and Assert Dominance. Definitely the anti-Rand hand. Might be able to get rid of both of those channeling followers from Ali, and that would definitely be a setback.
Still a couple of turns away from being able to play the Assert Dominance.
Hey, Jason Clegg, welcome to the chat. That's your mum. She's a cool mum. You literally just missed me saying that she's a cool mum. Unless the delay is so much that you're just hearing that now, but I feel like that was longer ago. Welcome to the stream.
Egwene recruited Alejandra in Berlon.
Weird flex, but okay. He's trying to get back in, and he has rejoined again there. And his ping seems real low now. Just in time for his turn. I'm sure he's having trouble keeping up with what the fuck's going on in this game. I know I would be if I was in his seat. Just disconnected every minute, and then you come back and it's your turn again. Oh!
Disconnected.
Yikes. Yeah, it's the first time we've had any of these issues, isn't it? Usually I'm the issue. Like the stream in some form or other is broken.
I guess Chris telling them where he was going to go.
Sure. And an icicle doing the turn for him.
Sounds like it. Revealing Uno.
The recruits Uno? Yeah. He's playing through the voice chat, asking them to do things for him.
Well.
Not a long-term solution. Not going to be able to see his own hand, but...
Recruiting Uno. I don't know if he gave... Did he delete 2 coins, or is that 1?
No, yeah, they got rid of the right amount.
Okay.
And
the forums.
Yeah, gonna level up that military. Definitely needed for Matt. Struggling on 1 military can be difficult, as it tends to be his most useful attribute going into the mid to late game.
Allie peeking at tier 1.
She is gonna see a grey man.
Does she avoid it and try and save troops, or does she go through it for the points?
Hadn't Merc. Yeah. Oh, I was about to say Hadden Merc seems like an attractive option, but then she began moving there, like, as I was saying it, so.
Wonder what she's gonna pick up.
I'll tell
No
you.
channeling in there that I know of, right?
There's a Bond Warder, but that's it.
She still has her bond order, right?
Yeah. And actually see what she pulled out. I'm just gonna view a hand instead so I can see when it gets added.
Yeah. Practicing forms. And
Okay.
discarding coercion.
She does have a killed in battle. Can't think what she'd want to use it on though.
Could really.
Perrin making his slow journey back to the Two Rivers. Gonna pass by Egwene in Four Kings by the looks of things.
Yeah. Flipping a tier 1. That grey man.
Yeah. Can't imagine Icicle's gonna be too pleased. He's gonna get to draw a card and gain a point, but he'll have to discard two.
He's playing for Chris, I believe.
Oh,
yeah,
is he playing Chris's turn?
Yeah. He took his turn and just moved to Whitebridge. I didn't see what he drew. But...
Looks like he's still working on rejoining.
Beating the grey man. Oh, he should be at 3 points because he flipped his tier 1 too.
Yep.
Oh.
Looks like he is managing to sort of play through voice chat for now.
Oh.
Determined not to abandon the game. Don't blame him.
Yeah.
Matt moves to Kyrian. See if he finally flips another male or if the bad luck streak continues.
Don't know what's on top now. Ramschlan.
That's going to go straight into the party with that second fort.
Yep.
Plenty of resources for Matt. Not going to say him back too much. You have to imagine that Egwene is sort of building towards waiting for Rand to hit tier 2 and then taking all his channeling followers.
Yep.
With compelling argument and assert dominance.
I wonder if Rand's concerned with that as well, or
Not sure.
peeking at tier 1.
Gonna see Morgay Strakand. One channeling, maybe not the best.
Still a nice follower with how many endurance there are.
I would definitely consider it if I was in Rand's seat, but I know Egwene's hand.
Yeah.
But my consideration would be if I lose both my other followers, at least I can still. I guess you can't bond with it.
Oh.
Morgay,
Looks like
though.
Egwene might be going for Matt.
Sees Jessica
Looking at the
more as a
Zen
threat. Fingers crossed.
Looks like Egwene's focusing on setting Matt back, not Rand.
Well, I guess with the assert dominance now in hand, maybe Icicle thinks killing one of Rand's channelers is enough.
Buying Ramshalan.
And he has done a lot to deprive Rand of channelers, buying Bella, Kareni, and Berowyn for basically no other reason. So you can understand why he doesn't want to invest more on that when nobody else seems to be doing much about it.
Yep. Keeping Matt behind as long as possible. It's,
never a bad decision. Choice. Yeah. Especially when he'd been struggling like he has.
Pairing the play and guiding the people.
Take the opportunity to just level up his leadership a bit and work on those attribute levels. Of course, Perrin looking to get to 18 total attribute levels to unlock his tier 3 at Malden. And Jessica goes back to Tarvalon, drawing a card. Update you on Matt's hand in just a moment, but let's see what the character flip is first. It's Morghese. We already knew that one.
Yep.
Probably not too happy about it, but still likely to take it. Just any follower's good at this point, and someone that reduces the cost of other followers, definitely good for Matt.
Especially if he winds up running with some noble shenanigans.
Mm-hmm. Noble shenanigans or Andoran shenanigans. I like both of them.
They blend in pretty well together too. Rand peeking at tier 1.
Gonna see another grey man. Not the most fortunate peaks so far. Perhaps gonna go back to Arangil or play Portalstone. It goes back to Arangil, draws 2. Let's take a look at Matt's hand while Rand figures out the discards. Matt has skimming, a new recruits, a smooth skirts, and a pill of plans.
Rand discarding expert flourish.
Now sat with killed in battle, Portalstone, Bond Warder, warded conversation, learn from the best.
Sounded like there's gonna be another one there.
Yeah, I thought there was, but there wasn't. It was a double Portalstone, that's why. Not one Portalstone. It's because I was hovering them in zoomed view, and I felt like there were 6 coming, but...
And losing to the Grey Man. Trying an action.
Yeah.
I think it doesn't matter whether she discards before she draws the one from losing.
I think technically I don't think I feel like it should be the other way around, but I don't think it makes too much of a difference.
Discarding a flanking and assert dominance. That Grey Man's moved to the bottom. So maybe just giving up on Rand entirely. Oh, Chris dropped again.
Perfect timing. I did tell him that he needed to upgrade from playing on a toaster. I mean, in his defense, it's a really fancy toaster.
Looks like he is communicating through Icicle again, moving away bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to draw the card for Chris, maybe, if they're...
Oh, sure. I can do it.
I don't know if he needs to discard.
No, he has 5. And he drew a learned in combat, so not a bad one either.
Yep. Can't play reactions.
You can play any actions if you're not in the game, but... I'm moving to Maradon. Wants to build up those troops a bit. Yeah. Bob the Toaster has actually 12 slots for bread, but only 1 for a Wi-Fi port. So it's not great for playing Tabletop Simulator.
Gotta pick her up.
Matt at the point in the game where any follower is just necessary to add to the team if it's cheap enough.
There'll be mills at some point.
Yeah, you get there eventually, right? I guess that's always the thing with Matt. You know you'll get there eventually, because it's like 50-50.
Rand peeking at tier 1.
Rand's usually the more difficult one to find the followers he needs.
Do you know what's on top? Moving to Kyrie.
I didn't see what it was, but we might see it in just a sec. If we don't, I'll have a peek.
Oh.
Trying to reset his internet right now. I'm gonna end this poll and get a new one kicked off, seeing as though we're a bit into the game now. Kintavia going to Rand. Matt's probably got to be upset about not flipping that one.
Kintavir, so Rand can play that learn from the best whenever.
Ooh,
Like,
yeah,
first,
true. Has Gwen still not played the Embrace in the Source? Wow.
Still holding it.
Yeah, flips over Wireman. Probably going to be a loss and 2 favour in the pan.
Yeah.
Can't be too happy about that one. And it gives a decent enemy for somebody else to fight and grab a free tier 1 Haddon Merc.
Yeah. Not enough actions to discard still. Really slowed down getting brought back down its field.
I'm just going to go ahead and nip to the bathroom, seeing as though we're on another disconnect.
Chris is back, moving to Berlon. Dropping pilfered plans and worded conversation. Drawing 2 back up. See, taking his troop from his tier 1. Considering fighting Wireman, it looks like.
Oh, he's back.
Yeah, he dropped a worded conversation and pilfered plans in Berlon.
Okay. Let's take a look at Chris's hand, seeing as though he's back and looking at his hand now as well.
Killing Wireman.
Is it his turn, not Icicles?
Yeah, it's his turn.
So, he's got Conscripts, Mount Up, Learned in Combat, High Chant. Not bad at all now. Definitely going to be able to progress his levels. Moving into the mid-game here.
And he will be trying a tier 1 from the discard.
Yeah. Some sort of level up card, maybe. Could be a messenger.
He'll have to discard something when he picks it up.
Yeah, probably going to discard one of the high chants, I imagine. That or conscripts. Didn't... Oh, he just hasn't taken yet.
Yeah.
Still trying to find some more males. And it looks like Perrin picked up a spoils of war, discarding one of the high chance.
Could you fix the discard?
Done. Cheers. Matt moves through some Trollocs, tossing a card and flipping a Lutra. Really not having a good time of it on those flips. Does have decent cards in hand though, with New Recruit, Smooth Skirts, Twisted Ring, and Practicing the Forms.
Looks like Matt discarded a skimming.
Yep.
Rand peeking at a tier 1 action.
I didn't get a chance to peek at that there.
Moving air.
Wants it, so we'll see what it is anyway as it goes into the hand there in just a moment. Making the most of being able to choose the discards at the minute is Ali. It was an eavesdrop that will get her off level 1 channeling. And a Mistress Alvia's Honeycakes, the second draw. May well get discarded. Nope, both portal stones dropped.
2 portal stones.
Back to a Gwen.
Moving to farm heading.
Draws a Lucas Menagerie. I don't want to jinx it by saying anything, but Chris seems relatively stable in a minute.
Moving Evans Field. Flipping his tier 2. Second one there after Egwene.
Yeah. Despite being a ghost half of the game.
Just now made it through an entire round without disconnecting.
Yeah. Well, I think he just rebooted his internet, potentially.
Matt flipping a Bubble of Evil. And
Yikes. That's another one that everyone's going to have to fight. Matt's going to have no trouble with it. Rand is even. Doesn't have a way. Unless somebody else plays something that she can learn from the best, but it's in turn order, so...
Chris will beat it, so it looks like Rand and Egwene are losing.
Yeah. Chris looking at 2 reactions that are both post-combat that he can't play. For another level in skill and another level in military. Why did go in just discard?
Doesn't need to discard until it's
Yeah.
Egwene's turn, right? So.
I'm typing it.
Just wanting to play Spoils War.
Is
Doesn't have
playing it with
kind of military or skill.
no.
A little bit of confusion here. Miscommunication.
So Chris finally got back, but his brain disconnected.
That's brutal.
Tell me I'm wrong. Alright. Now everyone's clear. We move on to Rand.
Did not see where Rand peaked.
Neither did I. Think Ali's considering an eavesdrop.
Peaking at tier 1.
That's Aram. I wonder if that will get around to Matt.
The way this is going, no chance. Rand is eavesdropping.
I want it to though. I feel bad.
Looking at a card in Egwene's hand.
And that card is going to be Lucas Menagerie.
Ah.
And of course getting to draw a card as well to replace that eavesdrop. It's Twisted Ring. Might be able to find another cheap weave. Always an option. I feel like Egwene might recruit a Ludra if she has any option to.
Nope. Moon Alien. Wanting to get the
Engine online. Get the engine online.
Yep.
Draws 2 cards, both military. Balls of War and an Ambush. Gonna have 3 to discard at the end of this turn.
Spoils of War, Enter the Ways.
And Lucas Menagerie. Now sat on double old trees, Embracing the Source, Promised Power, Guiding the People, Journey to Rudine, and an Ambush.
Be able to maybe pick up both Andril and Emerald later.
Perrin is trying to figure out what card to play this turn.
Does he have any movement stuff?
Well, he has a mount up, and he has a conscripts as well that he could play this turn, and a high chant that he could play. So he could level up any of his attributes this turn, which is good for Perrin. And I'm also pretty sure he's going to be stung about the loss of not being able to play those battle reactions and want to get his skill and mill up to 4 as soon as possible.
He moved up to Fairlawn.
Yeah, that's surprising. Can't count Chris out though. He is a good player. All said and done. Just out of practice, good player.
Yeah. Gonna fight Hal Goad.
Never bad to get some more points on the table, I guess. Extra favour as well. Hope he's not trying to play those cards again.
Not playing any new recruits or tossing any recruits. Can't tell.
Looks like playing it. Trying to get the mill up. Still got to practice in the forms in the hand.
Rand playing the best on the new recruits with Kintavir.
Okay. Might sting a bit if the Embracing the Source comes out soon.
Peeking at an action. Still hoping for that Embracing the Source. Moving back to Admir. Maybe just picking up that line from the best again.
Yeah, I do think going into old trees for Egwene is definitely a possibility, Robin. The thing is, I'm not sure if Icicle would feel confident naming a nation. I don't know, you probably have a more accurate read on that than I do, and how familiar is he with, like, old treaties targets?
He seems to be comfortable with it from like the couple of times I've seen. Like I know he's picked up Rodell
Sure.
with it.
Sure.
And picking his job back up. Regardless, he's still going to be a few turns away from being able to afford Angel. Or does he still have the promised power? I don't remember.
Yeah, he does have a promised power in hand, so he's probably going to be playing that soon. And yeah, Robin, I agree. Probably holding on to the Embrace. It's better to hold the Weaves till later, because then you can use your tier 2 more to level up. And yeah, that promised power's coming out. Gonna level up his Dace Damar. Doesn't have the Assert Dominance in hand anymore, though. Looks like just giving up on the plan of interrupting Rand.
And Perrin playing a high chance.
Yeah. That's going to draw him a compelling argument. It's great cards, honestly. All on colour for Perrin. It's perfect for just progressing from tier 2 to tier 3 steadily here. Flips over Arum.
He's not going to make it to Matt.
Is he going to take it or not, though? Is he thinking about Matt? So somebody else reminded him about Matt. That's 100% what happened. Someone else was like, "Hey, you kind of don't want Matt to get that, though." And Jessica was like, "God damn it!" Live from the player chat. Matt is going through the Trollocs.
Chris needs a promotion. James?
Yep. Looking like not tossing a card. Just arriving in Tarvel 1. Drawing playing the game to add to practicing the forms Twisted Ring and Smooth Skirts.
Picking a tier 1. Don't know what it is. That was Grimwell.
I feel so bad for Jessica right now. She's not doing anything wrong. Whereas, Brand, on the other hand, I've got to say, I feel like has been derping a bit.
Yeah. Losing those Bubble of Evils have really it's killed her momentum. Peaked at the tier 1 and moved to tier.
We're going to see what that is in just a moment, I imagine. And it is Amalisa. That's going to be free. Does have an Aes Sedai in the party. Bandine.
That puts her to 15 channel.
Yeah. Definitely not bad. And with an Eavesdrop, warded conversation, and a Bond warder in hand, and a male target to bond now, she's going to have no problem getting there. She just has to get to tier 2.
Yeah.
Hopefully no more bubbles of evil. And,
There is a coercion and a compelling argument in the discard.
Yep.
Going guiding the people.
Yep. Both of those are available. Not currently close to Haddonmerk, though. I do prefer the sort of southern area of the map with Matt, personally, over the Tarvel and Maradon pattern.
Yeah. More, like a better combination of characters and resources.
Yeah, and the ability to go to Johanna as well just helps you, like, power up your resources whenever you need them, or just whatever you need whenever you need it, you know, when you're playing as Matt.
Moving a Carrion.
Yeah, perhaps going down to Haddonmerk, or maybe even Jangai Pass. Flips Beslan. That one's going to go straight into the team.
Yeah. Needs one more male.
One away. Definitely a good time for a coercion if I ever saw one. Ali, you have to imagine, is going to be making a way towards Jangai Pass now, trying to build up those 10 troops.
Yeah.
Does have an eavesdrop though, might want to fire that off first. Gonna peek at the top card, it's Hammer.
Can't afford him.
Where's the eavesdrop? I agree with this. It's maximising cards in hand. She doesn't really have anything that she wants to discard at the minute, so having a peek at this old tree is quite good knowledge to have as well.
Yeah.
And she'll get to draw a card to replace it before moving on. Possibly to Merc next turn. Just have the new recruit she can throw out as well if she wants to keep her hand down before drawing out Merc. But with an assert dominance being drawn and no followers able to play it, she's probably just going to move to Merc next turn.
Old treaties coming out from Egwene.
Alright, so we'll see now. What nation?
Yeah, gotta be the old treaties if he's searching through.
The Tarabona, you mean?
I mean, yeah. Huh. Tabletop simulators.
Yeah, so they just responded to us in the Tabletop Simulator chat with Tarabona, but the back half of the word just got bleeped out because boner is apparently not allowed in Tabletop Simulator. Yeah, so Old Treat is of course allowing you to dig up a character from a certain nation, and Androl, popularly known as the only Tarabona in the tier 2 deck, so a guaranteed choice, and a great one that allows you to move anywhere around the board. Good turn for Egwene there.
Yeah, anytime you add Angel.
Now, if I'm Matt, I definitely want a coercion.
Well, Perrin still has that compelling argument, and he has enough resources to afford Angel if he wants to.
I mean, that changes nothing, right? If he fires it off, you still want the coercion as Matt.
Yeah, sure. Drawing a tier 2 action.
It's a false trail.
Matt practicing the forms.
And it looks like... No, never mind. Ignore me. Currently, most votes going to Egwene in the poll. People really rooting for Icicle here in his first game.
Peeking at a tier 1 action.
To cover the back trail. Probably seeing if she'd rather have that than something from Merc, and probably...
Gonna be, like, regardless of where she goes, she's still gonna need plenty of turns. So,
Plays a Twisted Ring.
With Annalisa.
Interesting. Ooh, I'm gonna dig through this search box with her. Folded Light, The Last Embrace, Well-Turned Calves, and Cover the Back Trail.
Like, Well-Turned Calves is such good value, but the Folded Light would be nice for keeping troops up and going through the...
What she has to do is take the Folded Light and then drop the other 3 as a pile into the discard pile and hope that no one notices the Well-Turned Calves.
Unfortunately, yeah. Like, I've seen Icicle. He's gonna be digging through that, so...
Because the Folded Light just gets her another channel and level. Nope, she takes the Well-Turned Calves.
And she's...
Don't know if I agree with that.
Off.
I guess she doesn't really give a fuck about channeling right now. She's on 16 already.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm just thinking to get your tier 2 as quick as possible before another bubble comes out. Losing more troops,
Yeah.
spending more time.
I mean, I do like not hitting tier 2 until you're tier 3. It's a valid strategy. And Egwene is going to jump to Haddon Merc using hand roll. I wonder what she's
Probably
going to
making
pick up
a
there.
compelling argument, coercion. Don't know which.
Or is there a smooth skirts in the discard pile? I feel like there is.
No, I think it's in Matt's hand still.
You are right, I believe you. Yeah, compelling argument. Sorry, I meant to go to Matt's hand. Yeah, he's got smooth skirts still.
Gwen picking that up. Wonder if that's going to be to cut down Rand, or if he's still going to be messing with Matt over there.
Really hope he's not messing with Matt, because I feel bad for him. Or for her, for Jessica. And Chris moving to 4 Kings, is it?
Chris moving to 4 Kings.
Flips Hammer.
Really, that hammer? Well, if
I feel
Chris
like we
doesn't-
saw that a while ago.
we did. So if Chris doesn't pick it up, Matt's going to be leveling up before the compelling argument can even mess with him. So.
He doesn't have the favour currently, though.
Oh, he doesn't. I don't know why I thought he had more.
Yeah, he'd have to go to Jareen and back with failing anything else. Although he's Andorran, so he's 1 cheaper. If he can get to a favour this... No, he can't get to Camelin this turn.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any ways to do it.
I'm sure that they're just doing the math as well.
I mean,
Whether they have time to delay Matt.
okay, so the only thing I can think of is go to Tavalon, try and draw a careful word.
That would be insanely lucky. Very fitting for Matt if it comes out.
It's a conscripts. No such luck.
Bring it you on. Min. Can't afford that either. It's going to Rand for free.
Can, also Andorran.
Oh, that is true.
Plenty of Andorrans in the tier 1 deck. And in, like, across all the decks, really. Plenty of Andorrans in our story.
Going to be picking it up. Hurry up.
I kind of rate
Really
that
good.
choice. Min's really strong. Keeping it away from Mand, never bad.
Yeah, and Matt's going to be getting plenty used to it with this tier 1. So.
Oh, for sure. Peeking at another grey man. Well, they keep getting shuffled back in, right?
Yep.
Because they go on the bottom, and then the bubble of evil pops up, and then shuffles the grey man back to the top.
We're about to do a bubble of evil anyway. So.
Yeah. It'll come after the grey man. You see.
New recruits from Rand.
Not bad at all.
I think I'd rather save that until I'm in Jengai Pass.
Maximising hand space, though, with a journey to
Yeah.
Haddon Merc event inevitably going to happen.
Does Rand still have that assert dominance in hand?
It does.
Yeah.
Compelling argument
argument.
coming out from Wayne. I have to imagine going for one of them channelers, and he is looking at them over there.
Oh. Trying to pick up someone. Well-turned. Ow! Shit. Well-turned task coming out.
Yep. Very good. Very good. Turns out Ali was maybe correct to pick up that well-turned cards.
Yeah, didn't even need to tap the intervene.
And Chris dropping a mount up moves through Camelin onto Arangil. Not interested in it anywhere that doesn't net him a free troop.
Yep.
As long as he remembers that troop. And he does.
Well, maybe
Picks up
this
a
guy-
rescued townsfolk. No, he has 6 cards in hand.
Oh, right. Tier 2 6.
Playing the game.
I was thinking at 5. Play too much Rand.
Jessica's still not able to afford that Hamar, but she goes back to Camelin looking and finds a grey man. It is a man. Maybe not the one she's looking for, but she. Oh yeah, she didn't need to tap Kintavir. She could have played it with herself. Yeah, but I'm guessing she played the well-turned cards with Kintavir.
Yeah.
It looks like Matt's taking care of that grey man, getting him out of the deck for good. And tossing, playing the game, forgets to peek with Min, unfortunately, but picks up a killed in battle anyway, so probably not upset about it.
Peeking at the tier 1.
It's Leia.
It's gonna be disappointing for Matt if it makes it around.
Yeah. Honestly, would have loved to see a like going down to Hardenmerk for coercion from Matt. With Androl on the table.
Calves. And Havenrick. 7 troops now, so
Not bad. Maintains the protection that she had.
yeah. She's still gonna be 1 troop short when she gets to Giant Pass the first time though.
Yeah.
Queen discarding stuff in farm batting.
No, I think that was a Perrin playing a Rescue Townsfolk.
Oh, did Egwene discard?
No, she only has 5 cards in hand at the moment, so she's got she has been spending a lot of cards actually. So Egwene has a Scouts, a Journey to Rudian, an Old Treaties, Embracing the Source, and an Ambush. All the best hand at the minute.
Yeah. Well, looks like heading back to Ilion to.
And Matt's going to Jareen. He's going for that hammer. See if Rand picks him up first, just to deny maybe. Although it would mean going backwards to tier, so maybe not the best option. Peeking and seeing a Lucas Menagerie, can't be thrilled about that.
Although, if they do pick up Hamar, then they have 8 skill. A lot of stuff you can do with 8 skill.
It's true. It's true.
Buvendarian Gil.
Could be even contemplating going through Jareen herself so that she doesn't have to. So she doesn't have to lose a troop. But picked up an Arrows of Fire. Definitely a nice one to have in the group.
Nice.
Gwen drawing some cards herself.
Going tapping Angel to move to Qatar. I see.
Now has a Loose Badger, Find Allies, and a Forged Letter.
Discarding Scouts.
Against a challenge. Ugh. You can handle commentary for a few minutes, right, while I make a calf?
Yeah, go ahead.
I've only had one today, and I'm yawning, and I'd rather be awake on stream, so I'll leave it. I've left it like hovered over the central. I'll only be a few minutes.
We're moving to Havenrick. Maybe picking up the Rex in the forums. They were very close already. Oh. Matt finally going to be picking up the Hamar at least, hitting tier 2. Oh shoot. I was not looking. Did not see what that was. I think it might have been new recruits. It's definitely a military of some kind. Matt moving to Karian. Recruiting Hamar. Paying for Days de Mar. And flip Nurture too. Very happy about that, I'm sure. Rand peeking at the discard. Don't know what they'd be bothering with there. Maybe just pick up an extra troop. Don't look back. Not sure what she's doing. Just thinking, I guess. Peeking at a tier 1 action. Unfortunately, I can't look at what that was, so. Moving back to Haddon Merc. So picking up the troop. So now she can move through the Trollocs to Carrion. She's going through there. Don't have to worry about not having enough in the Shanghai Pass. Don't know. Picking up an Eavesdrop. Not many options for channeling cards, so makes enough sense. I think I don't know. I think I would have rather picked up the Folded Light. And discarding the Assert Dominance. Going back to Bandar Evan. Building up resources again. Flipping over Leia. Can't imagine she'd be interested in Leia. Doesn't really get anything from her. Is picking her up though. Now back to Chris. Moving to tier. Building up those troops. Maybe paying for a military. Yeah, looks like it. Seems fine. Can pay for a military this turn and then get a better value out of conscripts next turn if he is interested in that. Feeling a Dorian. Just great on everyone. He has enough resources. Yeah, picking him up. Matt, moving to Jengai Pass. Looking through tier 2s, presumably for a military. Getting something to beat up a big tier 2. Hit tier 3. Not having much luck. Unfolding the Fan. Matt's dream. Can doesn't have to worry about much now. Should be able to hit a hit tier 3 as long as a moderately sized follower comes out, or enemy comes out. Rand Pekin. No idea what they're looking at. has 6 cards in hand. I assume she doesn't want to discard any of them, but I don't have much choice. Playing an eavesdrop.
Have I missed any action?
Yeah. Perrin got a Dorian. Matt hit, no, Matt hit, did Matt hit you too while you were gone? I don't remember.
Yeah, finally! Got the hammer.
And, yeah. They drew some
Nice.
stuff that I couldn't see. And that was kind of the gist of it.
Okay, well, I will go ahead and catch you up on everyone's hands then. How about that? And we'll start with Gwen, seeing as though it's her turn right now. She is playing
Forged letter on
Forged
that.
Letter.
I feel like that's kind of a waste at this point.
Yep. Gets a level though. So.
Yeah.
Other than that, she's holding another old treatise. That's probably reserved for Rhoda Litterald. Find Allies, Embracing the Source, Loose Badger, Journey to Radiant, and an Ambush. Perrin is... Sorry. What did you say? Sorry? Oh.
So I just match-upped Ela with the Forged letter.
Yeah. Perrin's holding Practicing the Forms, Compelling Argument, False Trail, Learned in Combat, Spoils of War, and Playing the Game. So probably looking for a fight to get a Dorian to trigger along with Spoils of War and Learned in Combat. That'd be nice. Even if it's just going through some Trollocs, and there he goes through the Trollocs on the way to Alien. It's going to be a very good turn for him. Matt's got a Smooth Skirts, Twisted Ring, Conscripts, Killed in Battle, and Unfolding the Fan. Unfolding the Fan going to be great late game protection against anything nasty like Grendel or Ravine. And Randy's holding Killed in Battle, Bond Warder, Warded Conversation, Well-Turned Calves, Arrows of Fire, and a Borderlands Training.
Doesn't look like Perrin played the reaction cards. Oh, or is he dropping them now? I don't know.
Yeah, he hasn't drawn his cards in Ilian yet.
He did pick up the resources, though, I think.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe it was just the favor from a Dorian. It's learned in combat.
Yeah. Gonna be a nice boost to his levels here, and he's pretty close to hitting tier 3.
He has that conscript still. So, just going through the motions to get there at this point.
No, he doesn't have the conscripts anymore. He must have just discarded it. Or something. Oh, played it. Missed it. He's got a Compelling Argument, a False Trail, Practicing the Forms, Usquai, 2 Arms, and a Healing.
Well, could play the False Trail. Hit tier 3 next turn.
Won't actually get him the level until after he's finished moving, though, so it wouldn't work.
True.
It'd be Satin Malden without. But you can play the False Trail just to get the level, if nothing else. He could actually do it next turn. If he False Trails through... Oh no, that wouldn't work either.
Yeah, I forgot that he won't have 18 when he moves to into Malton on the.
He can just take a turn to play like Practicing the Forms or Compelling Argument. He's still pretty ahead at this point.
Now there's a Gateway, Notoriety, and something else in the discard after Matt's Twisted Ring.
Kidnapping.
I don't know what Matt pulled.
He pulled Riverboat.
Peeking at tier 1 for Rand.
Tier 1 character.
Rand went back to Hadenmerk and picked up.
There's a murderer on top of that deck.
Something. Moving to Erangel. Gotta make your way there. Oh, they picked up the eavesdrop. That's what they did. Oh, moving to.
Can't see an
here
eavesdrop in
instead.
anyone's hand.
Yeah, Rand. Sorry. On one turn, Rand moved back to Admirk, and then on the next, they played eavesdrop.
Right. Deciding to fight the murderer. Getting arrows of fire feels like a waste.
Borderlands training. I guess it levels up the military. I don't know. I'd be like scared with of losing someone at this point and just be making a beeline for Shanghai Pass.
Yeah, I don't really get the dawdling. Maybe just not wanting to go into Arangil and draw to, but it just feels like you're wasting time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't see the downside of drawing them at this point. Like, if they're worse than what you have, then you just throw them away.
Yeah, exactly.
Worst case scenario, right?
They're probably not. Like, yeah. You just gotta get there at this point, aren't you?
Yeah.
Egwene has drawn a couple extra cards here. In Qatar. One of them, the ambush, and the find allies discarded. So she sat on Old Treaties, Embracing the Source, Loose Badger, Journey to Radiant, Two Arms, Mask of Mirrors, and a Twisted Redstone Door for it. Now, I got to call lightning with a Mask of Mirrors and kill your followers last night, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I only had like 2 followers, so.
I don't think Ali has a folded light, Robin.
No, she didn't pick it up. You're saying.
Oh,
no,
she?
no.
Yeah, she could go to Haddon Merc, pick up the folded light, and then walk through the trolks to not lose one. But she's gonna have plenty anyway by the time she gets there now.
I think it was when she went back to eavesdrop. I thought she was gonna grab the.
Is there a skimming? There's a skimming in there, right?
Someone played a skimming. I don't know if it's still in there. Or no, someone discarded a skimming? I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure
it's not in anyone's hand. Perrin picked up a Ball of the Winds in Lugard this turn. Didn't go with the Force Trail, or anything else for that matter. Perhaps looking for a fight to use the Two Arms on. A tier 2 could be good. Nope, goes for Reen Harfor. Not a bad one to have. She is able to cancel well-turned cows and smooth skirts, which have both shown themselves in this game already.
as well as if someone dream spikes, can cancel that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep, that's another one. Or if Matt tries to coerce a Dorian. Oh no, yes, 3, not 2. Matt's probably like pretty prepared to try and hit tier 3 soon as well, though.
Yep.
Not quite ready for the fight yet, but rid into some Trollocs. I kind of have to imagine if Ali went to Haddon Merkham back just for an eavesdrop, then she's planning to go back again and pick up the skimming and go to the Dragon Guy Pass that way.
I guess so. I don't know.
Because it means
Like,
she doesn't have to draw 2 and discard 2. She doesn't have to go through the Trollocs and shit. She just gets to draw a card off a skimming and then land in Jangai Pass. Yeah, I'm not like... I feel like she could have probably been at tier 3 20 turns ago, I'm not gonna lie to you. But
Yeah.
working with what we got here, are we?
Moving to that. Let's see what she picks up. Hopefully it's not another eavesdrop.
I guess the riverboat could also get her to Carrion. But it still takes an extra turn, right? She's not going to pick up another eavesdrop. She doesn't care about that.
compelling argument. I guess,
Androl.
yeah.
Androl must be the target. And looking at Icicle's hand, I don't think he has a way to stop it, but he is able to tap Androl, which will stop her from using him straight away to get there.
Yeah. So it's,
More dawdling for Rand.
Yep. Well, at least if he's holding the compelling argument.
Yeah.
As long as Chris doesn't play it, or...
Nguyen picked up an Eelfin and a protective cocoon.
Oh.
Eel, not ale, so the one that lets you gain a few extra points by discarding cards.
Well, I don't think we don't care about that for now.
Not until it levels up, at least.
Yep.
Discards Journey to Radiant that's been sat there clogging up the hand for a while. And allow her to level up a channel in one more time. So we're trying to figure out another discard here. Yeah, 8 cards in hand. Only 7 allowed at the tier 2 for a go-in. I imagine Chris is just planning to practice the forms here.
I'm going to discard the
Or play a compelling argument.
Yeah.
Practice the forms it is.
Good a choice as any.
Yeah, definitely never bad to have your attributes on the high side with any character. I try and... Sorry.
I was just commenting on conscripts.
Yeah, conscripts from Matt. That'll get an extra 3 troops added to the stack. Now we're gonna have to see what Ali's plan is. Has been away from the game a bit more than regular this month, so perhaps a bit rusty there. She peeks, sees Olva.
Moving to Erangel.
Going to flank in an expert flourish. That expert flourish is going to hit the bin, probably along with a bond warder. Maybe a killed in battle. No, discards the flanking.
Hey, I don't think as Rand I would ever discard whatever like battle cards I can get.
Yeah.
It's because you don't have much choice later on. Go ahead and move through the Trollocs to Lugard.
Every little helps, right?
Yep.
And like having little ones is sometimes fine because you might like flip a tier 2 and just need a couple of extra points and not want to invest your big.
Well, especially on Rand, right? Like you don't get much choice.
Okay.
On
We gotta track this.
Killed
Sorry.
in battle.
Yeah. So Egwene moved through the Trollocs, and Rand played killed in battle on Androl. So getting that card out of the hand for Ali, and yeah, getting rid of Androl, which is going to stop anybody else from stealing. Okay, here's the mistakes. There's multiple. Oh, actually, she can't play the protective cocoon, so maybe that's not a mistake. But Karenni could have saved Androl. Karenni, of course, could have been discarded to prevent Androl from being discarded for our viewers at home. That would have been pretty big.
For sure. Brand moving to Malden.
Gonna hit tier 3. First of the game. Excuse me, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
I'm gonna be able to jump wherever he wants now, pairing in this game. Might move to Jangai Pass. Might be looking for a skill. Oh, tier 2 military is the choice and finds a mass 4 group. That deck will need shuffling.
Well, it will, it'll hit a lot of people.
Yeah, that's true.
Not much, I don't know. It does get your rotations around too.
Yeah, which can be important for Matt. Like, he has a lot of rotations usually, so perhaps for most characters it's the tier 3 you want to rotate with extra turn cards, but for Matt it's just getting all your followers to do one more spin. I'm finally moving to Kyrie and getting closer. Can we get some Fs in chat for Android, guys? That's the thing streamers do, isn't it? Fs in chat.
Matt ran picking up the old version. 5 skill. If with Kintavir, so.
Don't love it, but don't hate it, I guess. I will skip. Ice Ghost just said he's gonna skip that part on the rewatch. Where Android dies.
I feel that.
Yeah. Thankfully, there were relatively low stakes in this game, with it being the newcomers bracket, so to speak. More of a way for these players to dip their toes into the competitive league environment. And Egwene sitting with a pretty decent stacked hand now. Old Tree is Embrace the Source, 2 arms, Twisted Redstone Door for him, Protective Cocoon, Healing, and False Trail. I feel like that Twisted Redstone Door for him might be reserved for a Blossoms of Fire. Yeah, Robin, I've no idea why it's Fs, like.
It's from there's a Call of Duty game where you were at a funeral. You could press F to pay your respects.
Right, okay. So that's why it is. Yeah. It's paying your respects to the fallen. It's a stream thing. From Call of Duty, according to Anth.
Yeah. Perrin, moving to Lugard, not jumping. Ooh, drawing the golem.
Not
It's gonna need something to
great.
get it.
Where is he? He's in Lugard. I don't think he has anything. Aram gets fed to it. He's got 15, right? He's even with it. Perrin killed Aram. The Golem killed Aram. Form Circle? Why'd you get Form Circle? Can't recycle a Form Circle. I mean, I know it's big, but it's just a one-shot, so. To be fair, if I was Egwene with that Twisted Redstone Door for him and the old treaties, I would have a weird plan. I feel like I'd be really tempted to try and find some big leadership follower and then attach her for the light to it, because she has a huge party right now.
Golem's still going, eh?
Yeah.
You can always tell when someone doesn't have the resources to get there. When they're
Desperately searching for
yeah.
some way out.
Highest level follower if he dies. That'll be Hatch.
Yikes. Poor Innkeeper Hatch. Now, you can definitely put some Fs in chat for Innkeeper Hatch if you're not going to put them for Android.
And there goes
FTP
most of Grant's
respects.
troops. Oh, he has 2 arms.
But he didn't win. Oh, you
Doesn't
don't
say
need to win. I thought you had to win to play those cards.
I think it's just 2 Rivers Longbow that has that requirement.
I feel like healing. Somebody has a healing in hand, right?
It got discarded. It's in the bin.
Yeah, healing is after you win a battle. No, Gwyn has one in hand.
Oh, then there's 1 in hand and in the bin. So healing says you have to win?
Yeah. Very nice. Ooh, at least looking at a tier 3 card. What's that about? She hovering over the tier 3.
Looks like Matt's dropping that mass fork route.
Yeah. Just looking for some tap downs. An extra turn.
She'll get her more gaze back up.
True.
Take a swing at a 2-2.
Yeah.
Bella goes to Chris.
It gets another military level. Oh yeah, Bella passes as well, yeah. Ooh, I don't think I've seen Bella get fork rooted before. That's interesting.
Don't really see it, like, I don't know. I still remember when it wasn't like a terribly great card, but like the extra turn, it's
It's real nice, yeah.
Yeah.
Arthur Hawkwing there, gonna join Matt's team. Big leadership, but only for the one shot. Rand's got to be going to Jangai past this turn, you have to imagine. No real other course of action.
Yep. Does she have 5 in hand?
Yeah.
So she'll be drawing a 6th then Shanghai pass.
Yeah, it does have a compelling argument and a bond warder. Although none of the followers are.
Are there any
rotated.
cards in there that would be like ashamed to lose?
Well, there's an Arrows of Fire that Embracing the Source anyway is gonna be played on the next turn for certain. Because that will put her on 6 along with the 13 charge from followers. It's enough to hit tier 3.
Oh, Egwene playing her Embracing the Source now.
Deciding now is the time.
Don't have to hide it from Rand anymore.
Yeah.
I think I would have.
She is on the 8.
waited one more.
Yeah, but she has a healing and a protective cocoon in hand, so I guess she's just like, I'll be able to get it, even if I just have to run through some Trollocs on player healing.
That makes sense.
Oh, and there's the Golem there, yeah. She only has 1 troop though, so that's not like an option
Well,
really.
yeah, we said healing you have to win, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, she can't even walk through Trollocs right now. That's a good point. No troops. His Perrin should have lost troops to the Golem before. I'm guessing that's what this is.
no, because he played 2 arms.
Oh yeah. So is he fighting it? What happened? Oh, I think he
Yeah.
fought it, yeah.
He jumps to lead in points. Did he lose another? Oh yeah, he lost Dorian now, I guess.
So it's just because he went to Saladar, he's in a village, and he gets double strength, so this time he can kill it.
Yep, makes sense. Matt peeking with Min. Don't know why.
Was it a
Maybe tossed.
move from Aaron Gill through the Trollocs, maybe?
I don't know.
Why the peak? Oh, before move. Right, yeah. So he was moving to Tavalon and drawing an action.
Okay.
Yeah, so just was drawing the action at Tavalon, but hadn't moved yet on the board.
Yeah. Oh,
Flips Dimmer Flynn.
Another channeler.
Yeah.
Really are all coming out.
Probably going to want to pick that one up. Pretty good to have in Matt's back pocket. Not enough resources, though. He is Andorran. Still not enough, but closer.
Yeah. I mean, that would be so good on Matt. Could pick up the Hatch, the Adorian.
Literally
Maybe good on anyone.
anything you want.
Yeah, especially
What
since
else
Matt,
is in
Matt
there?
loves the tier
There's
ones.
Tadosian, Androl's not. Aram, Hatch, Adorian, Eiling Noon. There's loads of options. And anyone that gets killed that he already has. Add that to the list.
Rand played the Embrace and the Source.
Of course. But 6 channeling, so this is the last opportunity for people to stop Ali from getting to tier 3 on the next turn.
Yep, she's sitting at 19.
Currently.
Yeah.
And Kill Spell would get the job done.
Playing a false trail.
Oh my god, is she gonna move Rand? Because it's a place effect?
Is that how that works?
That is how that works, but I don't think she's... No. Going to Adammerk. Yeah, because I just checked it, because Rand's tier 2 specifically says when he moves out of Jangai Pass. So, like a skimming, that counts as a moving. A gateway, that counts as a moving, but false trail says place.
Isn't skimming, if it was... Because you're moving on the second part of it, right? But it triggers on the first part.
Let me find it. One in the discard pile.
And still walking down to Dark.
I class it as a movement effect.
Gotcha.
Because the first word of it is remove. Remove your character from the board. Place it on this card.
That makes such sense.
Yeah, it's a bit weird, but I count skimming as a movement effect.
Prime move to Abadar, bought a skill. And looks like he's buying Dumber Flynn.
Possibly.
Get that Adorian back.
Yeah. Yeah, does buy down the Flynn, takes it away from Matt as well. And gets him a channeler. Perhaps mostly for that. Just gets him a channeler.
Yeah.
Does have a Mask of Mirrors in hand that he wasn't able to play
Tossing the
previously.
cat waves.
Finds a
Getting up to
Framed for
Rand.
Murder.
Front
Yeah.
murders, killing a discarded, an exhausted follower, right?
Yes, correct. Flips loyal. Not going to be free, not going to be able to afford it.
Looks like that's going to be going to Wayne.
Taking a quick look in the discard pile, the only tier 2 enemy that's currently in there is the Golem. Not particularly easy one to defeat with an extra 10. Especially not with him taking out one of your followers straight away, but...
Matt is sitting on 15 right now, 16 with Hopper.
Sure, but doesn't even have 10 followers. No cards in hand that add combat strength.
Yeah, should be one short of the 10. With,
Will have more troops by the time she gets there, though, with Faldara.
oh, so then she'd be able to do it, just barely.
Just barely, yeah.
And
I feel like I would just have preferred to see her flipping more tier 2s earlier, but...
Yeah, I definitely think she's maybe a little gun shy, maybe.
Perrin might be going for Iterald with Bull next turn. You can't play Bull 6. And Ran just looking at tier 1. Gets the Day's Congar.
Very nice.
Kind of would have liked to see a tier 3 flip.
Did Rand peek at the tier 3?
I don't know. I didn't see the peak at all.
Rand will definitely be able to
Icicle
take.
not going to tier 3, opting to pick up the Loyal for free instead. Have to say I agree with that one.
Yep. Well, he didn't. Oh, did he have the troops already to beat? Oh yeah, because he had one from formatting, or hadn't we? Right.
To beat what? Sorry. Oh, Trollocs.
The Trollocs.
Just to play the healing. Oh, well, he picked up an Embracing the Source in... had a Merg, by the looks of it, so... Not sure I agree with that one, but... probably would have preferred a skimming.
Perrin playing a false trail.
Lots of those coming out this game. And our players are all approaching tier 3 now, so... just Matt and Gwyn left to get there, both of them very, very close. So let's get another poll going.
Tier. Through the Trollocs to tier, sorry. Someone's playing Killed in Battle. On Bella, I guess. Oh, does level up the military. Or maybe that was a discard?
Sorry, I'm just typing a poll. It looks like Perrin played Killed in Battle with Bella and Pasta.
Oh, who'd he play it on? Oh, no. Yeah, Matt played it on Bella.
Oh, okay.
And revealing just for Anon.
Not a bad one to add to the team, but not especially important for Perrin this late in the game.
Perrin also hasn't used his tier 3 to jump anywhere yet.
Really? The whole game?
Yeah. I don't know if maybe he knows there's a dream spike that we don't know about. Or...
I don't think there's a dream spike anywhere. Maybe just hasn't felt the need to yet. It looks like Rand peaked at an action there. Oh no, we're on Jessica's turn. Ah, she peaked at an action, pushed it with Min. That's what happened. Picked up a Battleborn, that's definitely going to help.
Yeah, she
Huge
definitely
card.
can take the plum now.
Yeah.
Does she have anything to save the troop list?
She has 2 arms.
Oh, perfect.
And an Unfolding the Fan if she doesn't want to lose. Pretty
I
set.
don't know if I would use that.
Yeah, I'd keep it. I'd keep it for the Grundle, personally.
So what was the tier 2?
It was the most disappointing character in the entire story. Can you guess?
Okay. It's good old Gowan.
Yep. Bang on. Love that you got it. I kind of just want to see Ali pick a fight.
Yeah.
Play a compelling argument. Looking at Ramshaland? Okay.
I guess she's scared of a big tier 3. She hasn't
Maybe?
been tier 3 yet that we know, right?
You still always have to be scared of Shaidar Haran, though. And yeah, you can peek every turn, so you don't need to be scared, right?
Yeah. Well, Ramshalan can't even stop Shadow Haran, so...
Exactly, yeah. That's what I'm saying. You still have to be scared of him either way.
Yeah.
Not sure I understand that. Unless she just wants the leadership, but no other leadership cards in hand at the moment. Suppose she could just be trying to get a card out of her hand as well. Hand management is important with Rand. gonna go in using the loyal straight away to jump to Kyrian. Considering the Collivier, probably gonna flip and try and find a fight. It's an Eben Hopwell. I agree, it's kind of hard to pick a winner at this point. It just seemed to be a very even game. They were all sort of getting into the early tier 3 stages at a similar time.
So, Gwen going out carrying. Yeah, I guess she is going over to Shanghai Pass. Chris moving to May N. Don't know what the thought process behind that is.
He picked up a Turncloaks, so he does have Damer Flynn. He's probably looking for the Dorian again and wanted favour for it.
He needs. I guess I'll get the coins in tier.
Yeah. He'll have exactly the right amount next turn.
Just gonna move in the Charms Gap, fighting that Golem.
Yeah, so I have to imagine she's going to deal with this no problem. Hit tier 3 and...
Unless someone drops some cancels on it.
I mean, there is a well-turned Calves in Ran's hand still, but... Excuse me. But the smooth skirt's still in Matt's, so a lot of protection for Jessica should anything go wrong here.
I'll just count it over. She doesn't need the... Oh, well, if she loses a follower, she'll need something to beat him. If she
I
doesn't
kind of don't mind the unfold in the fan.
You'll be losing more gaze, which is like a good follower, but like with the unfold in the fan, you can kind of... You don't have to worry about any tier 3, basically. So,
Just going for it.
fan.
The fan is unfolded! Tell Fail.
Battleborn to gain...
+6, I think.
Yeah, plus
For the
6 from
skill.
And then 2 arms to not lose troops.
Pretty good exchange overall. Gonna be
Still needs
on
at least
23, needs 2 more.
23?
Well, it's 14 troops, +6 from the Battleborn.
Plus 3, and then plus 1 from Hopper.
Yeah, so she
Good
still
tapping
needed
over.
1 more.
Yeah. So 1 follower should be tapped, right?
Yeah, Hopper put you on 24.
14 plus 3 is 17. 18 plus 6. Yeah, it's 24.
I know. So it looks like she went with Hammer and put a level up token on.
Harder Hawk.
Yeah. Forgotten Terms in one of the draws. Oh, the draw, sorry, from the toss.
I'm not going to be able to play that with the hammer tap, though.
Oh, it's unfortunate. He'll come back around eventually.
Yeah,
Though Rand peaks, and it's not a fight, it's Amis.
Amis is a leadership?
Yeah, so if a Gwen can pick her up and attach a for the light, we've got a game.
Rand moving into Shanghai Pass.
Probably gonna look for a tier 3 weave, you have to imagine. No, looking at the tier 2.
She doesn't have any. She can't play any tier 3s, so I guess.
Oh, right, I wasn't keeping a good enough eye on the levels there.
Ooh,
Going
military.
for a military. Finds a supply raid, probably not quite what she was after.
Yeah.
Now Egwene joins the rest of the party on tier 3. We have everybody
Source.
good to go. And she is next to Jangai Pass, and she has a Twisted Redstone door for him, so I think she's going to go looking for a tier 3 weave, and then she's going to dig up another one.
Do you think she's picking up blossoms or?
Depends what the first one is.
Do you think if on the first one you get a blossoms, do you just pick out the second blossoms with your door frame?
I think I go for a... I either, depending on whether I think I can take a fight with the Blossoms alone. If I think I can take a fight with the Blossoms alone, then I go for well, I guess not a spy network, because you don't have the level to play it at the minute, but
Egwene does have the level to play it.
not a spy network. It's level 9,
yeah.
Days Tomorrow.
Perrin uses tier 3 to jump to Katai. Draw some cards.
I think I'd probably go for all the information if I got Blossoms on the first one.
To guarantee the...
Guarantee you get a fight, yeah. Especially, you know, Rand just peeked at it and left it there, so it's probably a follower.
Yep. Especially Rand sitting on, what, 21? So 26 combat
A
strength.
shit ton.
Yep.
Come on, we're commentators, we don't need to do math.
We just did math. With Egwene, or with Matt, so...
Yeah, and I shouldn't have had to. This is my day off.
Rand peeking at tier 1.
Gawain finally been flipped there. Probably forgot that one was on the top.
Yeah. Oh, buying him.
Actually wants Gawain. It's weird.
Don't know what the thought process behind that is.
I can't
She
imagine.
can't play anything she can, so...
I mean, the only thought process I can imagine is it's Ali, and she probably thinks Gawain's hot. She's a bit of a slut, so...
Can't say that.
I know, I'm kidding. She knows I'm kidding. She can take it. Not like that, like, joke-wise.
We're looking through tier 3s. Deathgate.
Pretty good. It's a pretty good one to find. So I think with the Deathgate, I probably am searching up the Blossoms with the Twisted Redstone door for him. Either that, or with Loyal about to ready himself, I'm looking for a Forgotten Tomes and picking up the door for him. Because I'm just like that.
Egwene's only sitting on...
Ali just wants the tier 3 pile along. And why aren't you flipping tier 3s then? Flip to tier 2.
And live in a Bandar Eben.
No. Sure. Currently catching up with Perrin's Hand. Not a lot going on. A Battleborn, the only real piece of action. Also got a Rally. A couple of Weaves and Usquai and a compelling argument. Through the discard pile at the moment. Maybe gonna get that Dorian back finally. We'll buff the Battleborn as well if he re-recruits a Dorian.
Looks like Perrin's gonna wanna. Yeah, I guess the Dorian seems like
The only choice, really.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know why you'd want anything else at this point.
Yeah. I don't even remember what else is in there. I remember Angel's in there. I remember the Dorian.
Yeah, but he's not tier 1.
Yeah, yeah.
There's like Tadosian, a couple of Tinkers. Yeah, he goes with the Adorian. That moving back out of Tarwin's Gap, south. Gonna flip that Abyss over. Might be interested in recruiting that if he has enough, but does not, sadly. He's gonna chill in the active row, and yeah, have to imagine Rand's gonna peek at that top card. We will too. It's Herod Fell.
Ooh. Heat skill is very nice to have around.
Yes, but Min currently in Matt's Pie of his. So no free Herod Fell. Herod Fell also probably just not what he was looking for.
Yeah. Anything other than a big fight's gotta be a disappointment.
Those Forsaken won't come out of the woodwork until they think they've got the upper hand. Goes with a supply raid, gonna up the military 1 level and steal a card from a Gwyn. Not a bad choice considering the death gate that just went into her hand. And in fact, all the cards in a Gwyn's hand currently, pretty good targets to steal. Looks like gets a Twisted Redstone door for it? What?
Ooh. Is
That's
that it?
gonna change things.
Oh.
Suddenly, a Gwyn's plan. Down the drain. Just with a supply raid.
That was,
I mean, she is still
Can't
holding
imagine
on
it's
to a death gate and an old treatise that she could use to get Rodell if she was in Maradon, but losing that Twisted Redstone door for him's gotta hurt.
yeah.
And Rand is, thankfully for him, just in position to move to Jangai Pass and look for a big weave potentially himself.
Going now. Moving to Carrion. Having to kind of reassess everything.
Probably end up flipping a tier 3 just to see what it is. Unlikely to be a fight, as Rand peaked and didn't fight.
Yep. not taking it.
Gonna flip a tier 1, it's Bane. Probably won't start that one to the team. No military yet for Egwene, but does have 2 arms in hand. Still out of range of Bane though. I might consider leaving her for now. I'd be willing to pick her up myself.
Yeah, for sure.
Feels like you need a win at that point, even if it's only a little win.
Yep. Does she, I wonder if she's going to start making a beeline now for Haddonmark for when Rand drops the door frame.
Quite possible. Other option is to move towards Maradon for that old trees. Can definitely get around easy enough with the Loyal, can take it to either Tia or Maradon on the next turn, which should be next to both. Perrin going with a rally. Pat was looking to use that Dharma Flynn again this turn to recruit. Or any level 6 channelers about? No.
I don't think there's any.
Usquai is the play from Gaul. Wonder who that's gonna kill.
I have no idea.
Possibly Loyal? Karenni?
No, I'm sure Karenni would be.
Maybe
Taking
Karenni
one.
just jumped in front of the bullet for whoever it was.
Yeah.
Don't think Ice Skull was going to forget that one twice in the same game. Well, moving through some Trollocs. Gonna debate a toss. Decides not to, draws a card. Instead, the Tavalon, it's a glass columns to go with the Cover Me, Forgetting Tomes, and the Smooth Skirt that's in its hand. Not a lot of action for Matt at the minute.
Yep.
A lot of troops though, and a decent amount of followers. Could definitely pick a fight in the tier 2 deck and could consider tier 3 soon enough. Leanne added to the party for free. Certainly going to help that channeling level. Although, I wonder if Chris is going to see this and use a combination of Mask of Mirrors from Dame Flynn to Bowl of the Winds with using Lyanna, and then Wolf Dream himself wherever he needs to go for whatever follower he picks.
He could just, he's right next to Meridon anyway. Could just,
Sure, he could just move to Maradon and get Rodal, yeah. Rand's going to move to Jangai Pass. Not entirely certain what he's going to go for. Maybe a tier 2 weave would be on the cards just to get that channeling up a bit more. Finds a Cold Lightning, not a bad one. Going to add to the combat strength.
Now everyone should know that there's no fight he can't take.
Yeah. Probably have to imagine going for a Death Gate, because it's easier to get to level-wise. Though with the arrows and the Cold Lightning, that's 2 more levels up front. We'll put Rand on 8, which is the right level to play Death Gate, right? Whereas the Blossoms would still be out of range at that point.
Could also just pick up a Form Circle. And,
yeah, that'd do a lot right now.
Turn 1, or first turn, you use your tier 3 and troop.
Yeah.
Form Circle.
A huge Form Circle, yeah. Yeah, and if tier 3 and troops isn't enough to get it done, then you can always chuck an Arrows of Fire or a Cold Lightning on the pile.
Yeah, so many options.
I think Rand's in a pretty good seat at this point to start hitting some Forsaken moving forward. Well, I believe Herod Fell is still on top of the deck, unless I'm mistaken.
He is. No one has drawn a tier 3.
Perrin Mr. Maradon. Not doing any nonsense with Mask of Mirrors and
do they know that Matt has the Smith scripts? I don't remember.
I think it's been enhanced since very, very early. So probably not.
Freeze? Or not freeze step, but a step in revealed by Perrin. I gotta, oh no, Crenny's in the discard.
Mm-hmm.
Rand could pick them both up in a couple turns if he wanted to. Although, I don't know if there'd be much point. But
yeah, an extra channeler on the team might be nice for him. Rennie's also just a nice effect to have, to be able to protect your people. It's like a
Omar
Forgotten Tomes from Hammer.
level up going on Leanne.
Perhaps making sure she's able to play a Deathgate if one hits the discard pile at any point in the future.
Yep. Yep.
Gonna get a Battleborn back into the grip. That's only +3. +6, sorry. Currently, anyway. Along with the Cut Weaves. Okay, so it's not about playing the Deathgate, it's about cancelling it. Very nice. I like it.
Although, Iron Will's still in effect. I guess.
Yeah, that's true. Rand has Law Weaves as well, though.
That is true.
Oh, well, yeah, she knows it's still Herod fell on top of the other one, yeah. That was a Timolan on top of the tier 2 deck, so nothing too interesting. Probably going to play the door for him, right?
Yeah.
Let's see what she gets. Imagine it's Deathgate, but could be wrong. Might be looking for all the information, although currently no way to play all the information.
Could also be looking for a big military.
Yeah. The no cards in hand that would allow to get to, you don't need a follower to play it.
I assume you're already typing.
I imagine this is in question of resolving. That's probably a question of smooth skirts, maybe. So they're just trying to clarify who's playing it, so that they know what gender it is. And it looks like it is going to resolve. She's going to look in the tier 3 deck, see what she pulls out in just a moment.
I mean, with cut weaves and the smooth skirts.
But she doesn't know about the smooth skirts.
Yeah. But I mean, Matt can like really hamper someone.
Yeah.
So.
But with the amount of action that she has, I think she can just get through a cut weaves.
I wonder if Brandon's changing his mind about wanting the tier 3 deck.
It's too late at that point, once you're in it.
Yeah.
I still think a Deathgate's the optimal option. Do like your idea of a form circle though as well. And she goes with the Deathgate.
Very nice.
So both Deathgates now out of the tier 3 deck. I'm just gonna run to the bathroom, I'll be right back.
Okay. So, go ahead and drop in the old treaties. Definitely going to be looking for Rodell. Not being cancelled by anyone. I think there's well-turned calves out there somewhere as well. So, I don't know if it's in the discard. I think it's in someone's hand. I don't remember who though. They're not canceling it. There goes the Rodell, and he's free.
I have returned. Have not missed a turn by the looks of things.
I'm going old treaties, the Rodell.
Ooh, that's a big one. Did the deck get shuffled?
think so. I don't.
I'm gonna do it once more just to be sure. So Rodell did hit the table, and it wasn't using Iron Will either, so nothing really to discard right now, though. Looks like Icicle is just hovering a Protective Cocoon as the best potential option for a Rodell discard.
Protective Cocoon does not protect from Balefire, right?
Correct. Protects from discarding.
Yeah, not from erasing from existence.
Yeah, nothing protects from Balefire. Well, cancels do, but Perrin gonna add a second turn cloaks to the grip. Not what he was after there at all.
That is a shame. Where is Perrin right now?
I think he's in Chechen.
Okay, I see. Matt pulling a tier 3 in Kyrian.
It's Olivia.
Can't afford. Don't think anyone can afford for a while now.
No, but someone might make it their objective. Olivia, of course, very nice one to have at the end of the game for those additional 7 points. Really help you steal a game or secure it.
Does someone have Wiltern calves?
I believe it's in it's in Ran's hand. Do you want me to do like a hand update or? Well, let's peek at this. It's Shaidar Haran. Okay, we're about to see some interesting stuff.
Yeah, that's gotta be taking that fight.
Yeah, well, currently she's on 24. Can get an additional 6 from a tier 3. She pops it right away, so that'll put her on 30. It's only an Arrows of Fire away at that point.
Arrows of Fire.
I mean, I'd probably lead with the Cold Lightning just to get it out of your hand. But
right.
Yeah, Arrows of Fire will get it done. She can get for a couple of cancels, and she has a well-turned calves herself to protect. So plenty going on.
I don't think.
Should probably pop the tier 3. Doesn't necessarily need to though. Might want to spend the weaves instead. Gets a channeling up a couple of levels if she goes Cold Lightning, Arrows of Fire rather than using a tier 3.
Well, the tier 3 won't get her all the way there anyway, right?
Yeah, exactly. She'd still have to spend one of them, but if she spends both of them instead of a tier 3, then she still has a tier 3 up for the following fight where she's down troops.
Yeah, but she'll also be down cards, right? So.
Yes, but she'll also have a Death Gate that she can play.
That's true. I guess we'll see what she decides here.
Yeah. He's probably going to be tier 3 into Arrows of Fire. But we'll see. Looks like she's using the tier 3, getting plus 6. I'll put her on 30. 6 more points needed. There's the Arrows of Fire. Might see a cut waves on this, might see a smooth skirts. Might see nothing at all. Everyone's probably pretty sure she can take anything at this point. You might just not want to bother fighting over Arrows of Fire.
Looks like it. Yeah, looks like it's resolving.
The channeling goes up. Rand kills Shaidar Haran. He's going to lose 17 troops. That is a fat stack to part with. But 25 points will put Rand straight into pole position on the leaderboard.
He gets shuffled back in.
And again, probably still prepared for a fight on the following turn if Ali's able to find one. Just Cold Lightning and Deathgate still. No followers tapped, so...
Yeah, it's what, plus 19, 7 base.
26.
Like, medium-sized Forsaken.
Yeah.
With,
like a Lanfear or a Time or something.
Yeah.
One of those middle level ones that are worth a decent amount of points, but not too hard to kill. At this point, she could just focus on hitting enough things to maintain the lead. Whether it's
going down to Bander Evan. Trying to decide if she wants a tier 3, I guess.
I think she probably does.
Yeah, I mean, I assume she could take what she has.
She's got 15 plus a death gate, that's 25, but she is aware of the cut weaves and doesn't have anything to fight it, although Iron Will would secure the death gate.
Iron Will and then Ederalda, if she has a decent card size.
The protective cocoon is the best option for a discard at the minute, so it would only add 7, but that would put her on 32, so...
Yeah.
Unless it's another Shurida Haran, yeah. She could even take a Ravine, because he'd only take a Ludra off her and be on 31. Oh, no, that's incorrect. He'd be on 32 for Berwyn. Bane, even.
33.
Goes
We
with
just had
tier
reached
1.
about-
Pussied out.
Generally, once I'm like confident I can hit 30, I start.
Yeah.
Pulling.
It's a good rule of thumb.
Just pretend Shadow Haran is non-existent.
Depends how ballsy I am, feeling on the day, how ahead I am, and how much I have to lose. But sometimes I'll just start flipping tier 3s, like, at 20 strength.
Didn't recruit the Earth. Yes, she has plenty of followers already. Kind of wonder what she was hoping for, though. Maybe hoping for Chiad, I guess.
Yeah,
So-
I guess it's better than if you're not planning to do anything else with your character.
Yeah.
Perrin, considering where to move to, does have access to the Wolf Dream, so can go anywhere he likes.
Using his tier 3.
He goes Aben Merc. See what he picks up there.
I take up that Arrow's Fire. Another Battleborn, I think's in there.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a battle. But well, no, Matt picked up the Battleborn, right? Is there another one in there? Because
I thought there was 2.
oh,
Unless the Baron
conscripts.
used his.
No, he's still got his. So conscripts is the pick. That will be an extra 5 troops and cap out his military level. Jessica probably still looking for a fight with lots of troops. Imagine. Oh, she's going to Jangai Pass. Finds a power wrought weapons. Definitely looking for a fight now.
Yeah,
No
Basically
question
walk
about
around.
it.
she could kill anything at this point.
Yeah, and Ran can probably, like we say, take a decent fight. Again, if he finds one, it's a Ravine.
Ooh,
Not
can't
sure he
take
can
that.
deal with that.
It'd be taking
Plus
Lane or
5? That put it on 33. 7 plus Death Gate is 17, plus Call Lightning is 26. I moved to Arangel. Jangai Pass is also respectable.
Yeah,
I'm not looking for a tier 3 weave. There's not a high enough chance. I know that.
might still look for a tier 3. Or tier 2 military could be good. We haven't seen
Tier 2
any-
mil, yeah.
Well. or just luck into a Blossoms. Even if you can't play it.
How
with the
am I
Call
meant to correctly commentate a game when players do shit like that? Well, it was against the odds, but Rand does add a Blossoms of Fire to the hand, thus securing anybody's hope of stopping him from killing whatever he wants. And a couple cards added to the grit for Gwen in Qatar, I believe. Yeah, picks up a Follow the Thread, a Heron Mark Blade, and a Kill Command. So plenty of stuff she can do with Rodell now. She's going to be looking for a fight on the next turn too. Perry moving to Arangil. Not playing the conscripts he just picked up, instead opting to draw 2 cards.
Gotta wonder if he's not just taking too long at this point.
Yeah, I think he is derping around a bit
Take a
too
fight.
much.
Might not have another chance if the cards come up.
The game could end, yeah. All 3 of them could kill a Forsaken.
Discarding a turn cloaks. Discarding both turn cloaks.
I mean, it makes sense. He's not had access to Daystomar the whole game. Did pick up a Sorrowful Execution and a 1 for the books. Sorrowful Execution not going to do very much. 1 for the books, if he can get his skill level high enough, could be an interesting play at some point.
Moving to carry and recruiting Talon Ward for free.
Deciding that she doesn't think there's an enemy on top because Rand didn't flip.
Fair assumption.
Unfortunately, gonna bite in the ass here.
Yeah, Rand is absolutely going to
Kill Ravine.
Yeah. Although,
I can't see any possibility where she doesn't. Unless she's just scared. But gotta happen, right?
moving to carry.
Take the troop after you, don't need it.
Let's see. Is she doing it?
No.
She's not.
Flips Timberland.
Sure
I think she
could've
could
done
take
that
it
was there.
there.
I think so too. What?
I mean, the Cutweaves can't stop her Blossoms anyway. And the only thing that can is a Smooth Skirts or a Tarveran. Which you can just... No one can play Tarveran. Smooth Skirts, you've got well-turned calves to answer.
Yes. Yeah, she'd also have to play the Call Lightning and the Death Gate to get to Blossoms too.
Yeah, I know, but she's playing them both, right?
Yeah, sure.
You just fight the biggest thing you can find and spam your hand it.
Yeah. I guess she just really wants her tier 3 for like quadruple insurance at this point.
I guess it does allow her to maintain the strong cards in hand. But I don't feel like there's enough time in this game for players like that.
Ravine revealed by Egwene.
Yeah, is going to take that Bane away, unfortunately, for Icicle.
Doesn't have any military it needs to play anyway, right?
Well...
I mean, that at 5, I guess.
Yeah, nothing that Bane could play.
Ravine's refusing to go under Chiat, or Bane. Or over.
I didn't know Ravine was a bomb.
So her base strength is, she's at 17 right now. So she needs 16? 17 to beat him.
Yep, she's at
Having
17.
your tier 3 to Death Gate. Get to 27.
And now she'll need another...
That protective cocoon. Oh, no, using the
Paramount
Blade.
Blade. Yep. It's another 10. It's enough. 37. He's on 33, so...
Just
it's
not,
not, but
can't.
you can't.
Are you typing it up? Or...
Yeah.
Alright. There we go.
Okay, so that's being resolved, yeah. What happened was one of the players used Rodelis Herald's ability, which can exhaust and discard a card to gain combat strength because its level. And discarded their Heramark Blade. Which Jessica tried to cancel, thinking it was being played. So, I think that's being resolved now, and Ravine will, in fact, bite the dust. It was a discard to it, Herald. Heramark Blade can't be played in the middle of a fight, it's an action, so... It had to be a discard. And Ravine will bite the dust. Deathgate entering the discard pile. That might be of contention by the other players on the next turn.
Egwene is right next to Haddenrick, though. So.
That's true. So is Perrin. So Perrin doesn't really have as much use for it as anyone else.
Yeah.
Moves to Camelin. No idea what's on top of the deck now. None of our players do, so... Flips from the tier 3 at this point are blind. As is the tier 2 deck. Furic Creed comes off the top. Can't imagine he's too interested in that. He goes to chill in the tavern row. That moves to Tarvalon, peeks at a webs within webs. Probably going to put that to the bottom, doesn't have the level to play it. Draws. An Idam to add to the Smooth Skirts power roll weapons, Battleborn, Cover Me, and Glass Columns. Oh, and the Cutweaves. In hand. Flip a tier 3.
Tier 3.
It's Agromar.
That'll be free to Egwene.
Yeah, if it gets to her, which it probably will, but she's also just... Well, no, she's not looking for a fight till Rodell's back up, so... She probably would want the Agilmar. She has a kill command in hand. Agilmar wouldn't be able to play it, but almost.
Rand peaked at tier 3.
And it's Rian Corley. Not too exciting. Ali trying to figure out where she wants to go from here.
Is she at 6? She's at 6 in hand, right? Not 7?
Yeah. 6 in hand. Blossoms, Deathgate, Call Lightning, Well-Turned Cards, Water Conversation, Bond Water. No fight to be found on top of the deck at the moment.
Moving to Tarvalon.
Gonna add a 7th card to the grip, just figuring out which deck to take it from. Goes for a tier 3. It's a Balefire.
Ooh. Might be
Rodell's
way.
Yeah. Might be about to bite the dust. Flips to tier 3 anyway, knowing it's not a fight. Might be actually looking to recruit Rian Corley, extra insurance policy. To protect.
Just Rand. Does anyone have all the information?
I haven't seen one. I was talking about it before with respect to Doorframe, yeah.
Wonder if I assume we're going to check out the Death Gate.
You have to imagine. I don't think anybody else picked it up. And it sets her up to just be able to ready to fight again as soon as Rodell untaps. As long as he doesn't eat a Balefire.
Yeah. Oh no.
He's gonna eat a Balefire. but I guess it depends what Ali sees on top of the deck. If it's another follower there, then she's not going to just want to churn through it. She'll probably toss a Balefire, but if it's a fight, then she'll probably fight herself.
Right. Oh, compelling argument.
Looks like it's being played on Arta Hawkwing. As a smooth skirts. He probably is looking to play a Sorrowful Execution on the next turn and execute Arta Hawkwing.
Smith Skirts comes out.
Yeah, stops that in its tracks. Would have been a nice play. Would have been able to cancel with Reen Harfor if he'd remembered.
Yeah.
Rip. Could have kept the dream alive.
If he's played since we had the re-revelation of it.
Yeah, probably isn't aware that she can do that. Yeah. Elaine the flip for Matt. Gonna be considering that one. Not enough coins though.
Is what 5?
Does have Elskeren well. Still not enough though. I don't think. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus the Elaine. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Peeking at tier 3.
5, 6 actually. He's got a Morgasis tapped as well. That's a low gain on top of the deck, so probably going to be a Balefire. Oh no, she can't actually play the Balefire yet. Not high enough level. I'd be considering Elaine herself. Looking at Rand's party, there is 1, 2 Andorans. An extra +3 is always nice to have. Moves to Maradon, stacking up those troops a bit more. Flipping a tier 3 anyway, it's low gain. Might be considering low gain actually, the extra hand size. Not bad on Rand to be able to get an extra combat strength out of your tier 3, and just to have to worry less about randomly drawing an extra card and having to discard.
Gotta be doing that.
I think if I'm Rand, I probably want another Forsaken before I'm moving towards Tywin's Gap. And there's not really many tier 2s to like.
Yeah, there's still just the
farm.
There, I think.
So you'd have to flip something along the way. But there must be some fights coming up in the tier 2, because a bunch of tier 2s have been flipped this game and only the one enemy so far. There has to be some. There's 20 in there.
Well, they've only gone through. There's 65 tier 2s. They've only gone through 9.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's not too many being flipped. Yeah. I didn't realise so few had been flipped from the tier 2.
I think 18 tier 1s left.
Yeah, Matt had to churn through those just to unlock his own tier 2. Apparently gonna whack out that conscripts that he picked up earlier. Be an extra 5 groups.
Did Gwen get anything from Erangel? Anything interesting?
Oh, so currently her hand, yes she did. She got Blossoms of Fire. Because that wasn't there before from what I remember. Also got a Best of the Best.
Ooh.
Didn't pick up the Agilmar yet though. She has so currently her hand is nuts. She has 2 arms, healing, protected cocoon, follow the thread, kill command, death gate, best of the best, blossoms.
Looks like Perrin played glass columns, or did he discard the glass columns?
I think he discarded. This is Matt, and I think he discarded it to a toss.
Oh. Did Perrin just move to Camelin? He didn't flip anything.
Perrin played conscripts.
Oh, right. Yeah, sorry.
And Matt has flipped Grindel, probably wishing he still had that Unfold in the Fan, yeah.
I mean, he'll take her.
Ooh. He's
He
got
still
it with a
has
power
power-up
wrought weapons, but no backup to stop the well-turned calves if Ali throws it out. Although that, no, she wouldn't be able to well-turn calves it. He rotated Morgus, an extra one there. So Grindel on 27. He's currently on 26, so he only needs 2 points. Playing a power wrought weapons. Don't think anybody has a cancel for it. Just the best of the best that can't be played yet because there's no great captain available.
Yep.
Looking at Chris's hand, I don't think there's anything there either. And we already know that Rand well-turned calves, something that Matt plays. So that power wrought weapons is going to get a little more than just the 2 strength that she needed to win the fight. Extra 21 there. Grindel's toast.
Yeah. Roasted her.
And now Matt jumps into the lead. We'll take an extra look at the scoreboard there. 3 people on the same row right now, with Perrin slightly behind, but does have enough troops to look for a fight himself, especially if he's on a village with double combat strength. Anyone could take the game from this point. With 2 of the Forsaken down, there's 1 left, and whoever gets it is certainly looking to be in pole position with a chance of winning.
I think everyone can take a fight now. Perrin.
And we'll look at that card with Rand. It's probably going to be a dead Forsaken because it's Masana, and she is tiny.
Rand only has 1 favor to lose, too.
Yeah, I can't see why you wouldn't take that fight. And it looks like a Discover Treachery got played. Oh no, he just got discarded for Grindel. Yeah, my bad. So he's moving to Bandar Ibon, by the looks of it. Gonna stab Masana in the face. Maximise point gain there, getting an extra 3 coins. That's a point in the last battle. Getting an extra point from the Trollocs.
Well, there's the Masana.
Lose that 1 favour. Not too much of a downside. In order for an extra 12 points. Won't guarantee him the game though. Lots of resources floating around. The last battle is going to be tight for sure. I'll close that poll out as we're heading to the end of this game here.
Cold
lightning.
from Rand. Gets the channeling up.
Pop the tier 3 first as well, so 7 plus 4 plus 7 is 18 to start with. No cut weaves available now that Liana is tapped down, so the Cold Lightning is going to add an extra 9, and that's enough to finish Masana off. Pretty tight game the entire way through here.
Yeah, for sure. And jumping out into first. 50 points.
Yeah,
Last battle.
It's definitely a nice lead to have, but I'm excited to see how these points start changing. We're just going to stay with the scoreboard as the players tot up their scores to keep the suspense. Oh, but while I've got a minute or 2 to talk, I guess, while the players are adding their scores up, as a reminder, next weekend we have the quarterly invitational coming up. It's at 9 PM GMT or UTC, and it's gonna be a blast. Myself and Anth are competing against Remick and Bob, who are the other top 4 players with us from the first quarter. And the winner gets to design their own card, which I guess I do anyway, but for everyone else, that's cool, right?
Very cool. Very exciting.
What's your current? Are you still with going for Calendar? You think if you get the win?
It's either Calendar or I had an idea for Figure Neeld, like a mini power out weapons thing.
But who is he?
He's the guy that comes up with power out weapons with Perrin.
The channeler.
Yeah.
Right. Got it. Interesting. But it's certainly going to be a fiery match with the top 4 players all duking it out. But these are
Should be a
final
tough one.
scores.
Unless someone gets blessed by the creator beforehand. It's all the luck. Oh, looks like Rand might have squeaked out.
Just wait for confirmation on the players. But that might well be the case here. By just 2 points. Perrin just finishing his attribute levels out. And they are done. Well, there we have it, folks. Ali does take the game with Rand scoring 73 points and killing the final Forsaken. We will jump into the players' chat to have a quick post-game interview with them and get their thoughts about the game before we close up the stream here.
That and Blossoms of Fire.
Oh, nice.
Good evening, good evening, good evening.
Hello.
I think.
What a game, guys. You were all dancing around those tier 3s for a while there. Very even. We couldn't tell who was going to win the entire way through. Back and forth.
Yeah. What were the polls saying?
The killer.
The polls were pretty split, actually. You were getting a lot of the votes. Egwene was getting a lot of the votes.
The end was 50-50 between Matt and Rand.
Yeah, so it was all sort of balanced out in the polls today. Gives a great game though, plenty of action going on. All treaties for both Rodell and Andrew all over the course of the game. As well as that great
both...
killed in battle on Andrew that went under Karenni's nose.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whoops.
That smooth skirts at the end went under Chris's nose with the Reen R4. You could have used it to cancel the smooth skirts and stolen the...
Oh. Yeah, and I was going to use this.
Yeah, we figured we figured that was your plan afterwards, yeah.
That was like my instant 10 points from Arthur Hawkwing.
It was a good plan. You could have done it.
I forget what characters I have sometimes. Well,
It's easily done. Especially if you're rusty.
I was clinging to Arthur Hawkwing because I had a cover me in hand.
That was your plan with him. Yeah, that makes sense. Jessica, I'm not going to lie, you had a rough start of things, and it was nothing of your own fault. You just couldn't find a man.
No, story of my life, bro. Story of my life.
Oh.
And Ali, of course.
Really tight game.
You were ready to kill anything. The turn that you didn't fight Ravine.
Yeah, I'm thinking back, and I'm thinking that maybe I could have, but I remember that Matt had a cut weaves.
Sure.
So I was like, if I get a cut weave and then I get a cancel, I'm just not gonna fly through. So I just left him.
That's fair.
I was hoping to get Grendel because I had this.
Yeah, that would have been a real nice one.
I mean, I knew the previous turn that nobody cancelled the move, so I thought probably I might be okay. I think because I think I probably could have taken her, but
well, it was a great game, guys, and congratulations to Ali for winning your first league game with Rand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Congrats, guys.
Yay!
Done.
Thank you.
Congrats.
And Jessica, not far behind in second. Well done to you too. I feel like I have to shout you out for that, despite having no luck with the men.
Everybody played wonderfully.
At least the only way's up for me for next quarter.
Yeah, that's true. And you're in luck, Chris. It's about to reset, so
Yeah, exactly.
you're all good. You can just start fresh, win your first game, and go from there.
Oh no.
I do have to ask.
Is it terrible?
I do
Sure.
have to ask, is that the most P-Core has ever been stolen? Like 2 or 3 times in a game?
Oh my god, with the P-Core.
Yeah, what was that about?
It was about keeping me
I
from
mean-
hitting you.
I just wanted
gonna-
to have like a, safety net.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
What, other than the
well,
Blossoms and Deathgate in your hand?
Well, I
I
stole
know.
it before I had those.
You had a well-turned calves
Yeah,
and Days Congar.
really.
I don't know if I had her back then.
You still have to worry about Shaidar Haran. That's what we were saying. Regardless, even if you have Picor, you're never safe from Shaidar.
Mm.
Yeah. Well, until I saw him, I completely forgot that he exists.
Okay, that'll do it. See, Ali, this is why you need to play more casual games. That's the moral of the story, isn't it? Maybe you'd win by more than 2 points, then you filthy noob.
Yeah, like I just 2 points away, even with Shaidar Haran. That's like all the compliments to Jessica, right?
For sure, for sure.
Well, Ali, you gave me a hell of a run.
Alright, I'm going to jump out of the chat. I'll come and talk to you guys again in a couple of minutes, but I'm going to close out the stream now.
Okay.
And that is it from us for tonight, folks. Is the big camera going to work now? Nope, still doesn't like it. That's all for tonight. I don't know why I can't get my camera up on the full screen at the minute, but I'll close the game out from here. Congratulations again to Ali for her first win in the competitive league, and for Jessica for coming second. Icicle, of course, not far behind, all of the players within 15 points of each other. But what a great show for us today. Don't forget to join us next weekend, Saturday, 9 PM UTC, I think that's what it is. We'll be back with the top 4 players from the first 3 months of League. So, these guys are going to be good. And you can take that with my certification, because I'm at the top of the pile. So I know what I'm talking about. I think. Anyway, that's all from us tonight. Until next time.